Ladies and gentlemen, the Cleveland Cavaliers are still playing basketball. I can't believe it. People thought it was over after game 5. We at the game 4 in Toronto, man. Like, honestly, this has been a real playoff run. I feel like Cavs fans have been kind of spoiled because we haven't really lived through the pain of what a playoff run should feel like because we had LeBron. And when LeBron was here, playoff run felt like I'll check in with you in June because who gives a fuck what we doing in the East? We going to the finals anyways. We had 4 years of that. Then we had a couple of disappointments. And this is the first real run because I don't count those last 2 years as run. Like you beat Miami, you got to the second round, you got bounced. That's not a run. You made the playoffs that year. This is the first actual run we've had in quite some time. Like since like before, this is basically we're living the same life we were living before LeBron went to Miami. Where it's like, okay, those playoff runs were a bit less predictable.
Brother, I want to say something. I want to admit something. When the Cavs won 3 straight games against the Detroit Pistons, I missed the first win. I wasn't able to watch. I had something going on. And I usually only reserve things like this for the Lakers. But I was like, you know what? Since I missed the first game, I can't watch. I can't watch.
You saw
I can't
all
do
that
it.
talk we was having about Curtis in the group chat and said, nah, this applies.
No, I was like, I can't be a hypocrite, right? I can't be a hypocrite. So I was like, okay, let me just see. Let's see if they're gonna win. Let's see if they win game 4. If I don't watch, then they won game 4. I was like, well, now I can't watch game 5. So I didn't watch game 5. Then they won. You know what I'm saying? And then I also didn't watch game 6. They got smoked.
So you saved.
I was like, okay, so it's not me. I was like, it's not me. It's not me. I'm good. It's not me. But I did what you're supposed to do when you want to see a team win. Mm-hmm. And then game 7 was just obviously dead. And like that game was over at halftime.
No, it was over before that. Like the way the first quarter happened, I was like, oh, we're good. We're good. Like my barometer for how much bullshit the Pistons were going to be able to give us is how hot is Duncan Robinson? Because that was the fucking thing. And like classic JB did not play Duncan Robinson in the 2 most important games when he had been murdering us all season. Now, to be fair, I think game 5 he was injured. But
game 5 he was injured, yes.
Yeah, but game 6 he murdered us. Right? Like in the 4th quarter when he finally got in. When I saw Dennis Jenkins was starting, I'm like, what is JB doing? Like
to be fair,
death of Duncan Robinson on defense, and like to be fair, Duncan only was like minus 30 in that game in game 7, so I don't know how much of it makes a difference. But that was the one I'm like, if he's making shots, it's over. Well, it's not over, but it's a lot harder to beat the Pistons all of a sudden.
To be fair to JB here with the Dennis Jenkins thing, Dennis Jenkins was fucking hooping in game 5. Like, he was cooking, and it really came down to Evan Mobley at the end of the 4th getting that to overtime, and then the Cavs stealing it. So I was like, I can't hold that one against JB. I can't hold that one against JB. He was cooking. He straight up outplayed Donovan. He straight up outplayed Donovan.
I don't know what JB could have. Like, a lot of these things, it's like there's some things I'm like, I don't know how much of a difference would it make, but I think it would have been better for them to go out with Duncan out there because, like, you could see it even in the game. We fouled Duncan like 3 times, scared to death of Duncan Robinson just like getting open and shooting a 3. We were terrified of it. It was fucking up our defense, and we're already bad off rotations. So I was like, I thought they were going to, try to use that one to keep us going in that direction. The Jalen Duren thing, I don't know what you do when Jalen Duren's been that bad. Like,
see, this is the point I was making. This is the point I was making on Twitter. Like, I get we want to kill JB, and he was saying that like this is revenge and all that. He was saying the stuff. He was saying the stuff.
I feel like it's disingenuous for us to be mad at JB for really wanting this one. We all understand why he wants this, right?
Yeah. I was like, he was saying the stuff, so I get it, but we still gonna hold it. We still gonna hold it because of it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hold it against him for talking.
Yeah.
But I understood where he was coming from.
Get it, but like, hey, am I gonna act like if I wasn't in JB's position, I wouldn't be feeling the same exact way?
I would feel the exact same way as JB. I'm not gonna act like I wouldn't. That's like, y'all fired me. I absolutely want to get some feedback. But the point I was making on Twitter was this: hey man, when your all-star is gonna make an all-NBA team center, it might be third team, but Jalen Duren's going to make an all-NBA team.
I know people who voted for him third team all NBA.
He's probably, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he won most improved player too.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if he won it. So he's gonna get 3 NBA honors this year.
Yes.
And when he is that bad, what can you do as a coach? What can you do?
Like, he got like a lot of shit in that New York series for Cleveland. But I remember being like, hey, Donovan Mitchell was so bad in that series, there's nothing he could do. Guys, like there was no adjustment.
Everybody was bad in that series. Like there was nothing he could have done.
Like everybody just underplayed. Like there was no adjust. Like people were like, he should have made some adjustment. Like what you wanted to do? Bring Robin Lopez off the fucking bench?
There comes a point. The coaching thing is one of the most like overrated things in NBA. It matters. Don't get me wrong, because I have complaints about Kenny Atkinson for sure, but it matters. But there's only so much you can do when your guys are underperforming that much.
Yeah, I mean, like I always point this out. You want to know games where you feel great about the Cavaliers? Their 3-point shooting percentage is usually 35 and plus, right? Like whenever you feel great about a Cavs game, they shot well from 3. Whenever you feel really shitty about how the Cavs play, look at their 3-point percentage. It's probably like 25.
or check how many turnovers they have.
Yeah, no, both. It's both. It's usually that. And the turnovers, right? That's what it was in Game 6. They shot like 12% from 3, and they turned the ball over a ton. And there was no mystery into why they lost that game. But we'll get into the Cavs, and we got to talk about what happened last night. Wemby.
The GOAT.
The first half I watched. The second half, shout out to Mac Robinson. I was recording a video with Mac Robinson.
He was telling me,
yeah. And like the first half, Wemby wasn't really like playing that well. Like he had missed a couple of easy shots. I was like, what's going on? Is he having one of those games? It felt like the Timberwolves game 1 again. And then I think Mac had said something, and I was like, yeah, I don't think Wemby's been playing that well. The Mac's like, he has 35 and 20. I'm like, what? What happened? And then that overtime, he smacks a 3 from the fucking logo. And I am having to I'm recording this video with Mac, so I can't react to it. But like, I look up, I watched that 3 in entirety. I was like, wow. But I gotta like not react at that time. And then he got a dunk on Chet, like to push it to like
my god. Oh my god.
I was like, we gotta acknowledge this. This is crazy.
Hey man. Hey, I don't say this lightly. I do not say this lightly. If he stays healthy, the majority of his career, that is the best basketball player ever.
Nah, there's not. Nobody has more potential than him.
Yeah, like this is it. It's over.
You know, when you see pictures of like Kareem and Wilt, and you see how giant they are compared to guys of their era before, like basketball players like routinely 6'8", and you're like, oh my god, how did anybody stop them? Like they look impossibly big compared to everybody else. That's what Wemby looks like in this era of basketball, which is insane. I was showing my girlfriend Wemby, and Chet's 7'2". I was like, look, you see that guy right there? Oklahoma City, he's 7'2". You see that guy, Wemby, right there? You see how small he makes Chet look? Like, Chet looks 6'5" out there on the floor when Wemby out there. Like, he is so much, and it's the thing that, like, it's underrated about Wemby is that he's bulked up over the last couple of years. Like, He has gotten on the Giannis muscle accelerator program before Giannis did. Like Giannis was 25 by the time he looked like Wemby. Wemby's buff, and he's the longest, tallest person you've ever seen in your life, and he could do everything a 6'5" guard could do. Like, what do you do with that?
Bro, there was a moment in the game where they had Alex Caruso like fronting him. And Stephon Castle's just like, he just threw the ball over him. And Wemby just dunked it. And I was like, bro, there's nothing. There's nothing they can do.
Because I think it was Dan Lab tweeted this out. He's like, what is the point of Chet if you have to put Alex Caruso on Wemby anyways on defense? And that was one thing, because like they weren't really switching to get to those Alex Caruso on Wemby matchups. That's who Oklahoma City thought matched up better. And that's where you start to have to look at Chet a little funky. Like, hey, man, how are you not who they throw out there? But I think Oklahoma City's math on this is that they feel like Chet gonna get lit up more than Alex gonna get lit up, because Wemby hates Chet. Like,
it's something personal going on there. It's something personal going on there. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
This is classic. The way that this has been explained to me is that this is classic old school pettiness. That they played a U17 Olympic game, and Wemby did not get MVP of that game because he fouled out, and Chet got MVP, and Wemby has never let it go. From 5 years ago. This is where this stems from. You see that picture going around of like them in that Olympic game when they're like 17? That's what this is all from. Apparently, Chet's mom introduced herself to Wemby, and Wemby was like, yeah, I know who you are, and then walked away. We needed this in the NBA. This man is not a politician. This man is not worried about how Nike's going to promote his legacy. That man is fueled off pure competitiveness. Like,
that sounds like something out of a 2K micro storyline. Like, hey, my name is Chet. Oh, I know who you are.
Yeah, I know who you is. He said you the ops. To Mama Chet. Okay, to Chet mama. I bet she's a lovely lady. Like,
not according to him.
No, it didn't matter. It could have been Mother Teresa. He's like, if you with him, I'm not with you. Like,
according to Wemby, she is a harlot. That's what she is. I can't stand her.
She committed the biggest sin of all. She birthed Chet, and he hates Chet. Like,
I hate him. This really doesn't surprise me, because if y'all remember, Wemby was IG Live, right? He was just, I think it was like an ask me anything, or like people were just asking him questions he was answering on IG Live, right? Somebody asked him a very simple question. Very simple question. Keep in mind of what team he plays for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kobe or Tim Duncan? Kobe or Tim Duncan? Just ask him that question.
He said Kobe.
Immediately
correct himself.
Immediately he said Kobe. He's like, oh, Kobe. But you know, and he was like, oh, but you know, Tim's is like, you know, Timmy is like, yeah, he. I was like, nah, bro, I heard you. I know where you at. It's like, I know where you at. I know exactly where you at. Exactly, he said that no hesitation. I was like, yeah, I was like, oh, you one of those? Okay, we good.
He heard all the French jokes. He done heard all them French jokes y'all was giving. You know what? The bullying of Rudy Gobert probably built this beast. Okay, because he looked up the
we can't say that. We can't say that because we never treated you like that.
No, this that's his man. Ain't that his mentor? Ain't that the dude who discovered him? Yeah,
something like that.
So he's growing up. He's like, this guy's a legend. You know, he's the best French basketball player of all time, and all he hears jokes about
over Tony Parker.
I guess you could say. I guess you could. It's debatable, but
it's definitely Tony. It's definitely still Tony. Come on.
Whatever. From his perspective, this is one of the best French basketball players of all time, right? And all he hears is jokes about this man because he's French, right? Like, and they have a perception of him being soft. And you know what Wemby's internalizing during all of this? Ain't gonna be me. Okay, they ain't gonna do me like this. Nah. I see how y'all do Rudy. Y'all do Rudy wrong. Y'all not gonna do me like this. Like, and that's how we get Wemby. Because like it's not, how is he this talented and this angry? like
serious,
usually
bro.
You that tall, you should be happy. Life's easier. Nah. He got a chip on his shoulder. And the crazy thing is, this ain't like a Giannis thing where like you understand how Giannis is the way that Giannis is, because Giannis grew up in extremely like poverty situations there in Greece, right? Like he didn't even have a fucking passport until he got to the NBA. They had to like forge him citizenship papers. That's what the life was for Giannis in Greece. I don't think Wemby was living like that.
Not at all, bro.
Born like this.
Nah, not at all, bro. He built for this. He built for it. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Nah.
All right. He went into Oklahoma City, and that crowd was amazed by what he was doing.
Not just that crowd, he walked over to a bench full of veterans. There were people on there who have seen incredible shit in that bench, and he just walked up and said, "Bask in my glory." And everybody was just like, "Yeah, that's the dude right there." It was Kelly Olynyk and fucking Harrison Barnes, old ass. Like Harrison Barnes done seen Steph. Like
he done seen Brock. He done seen Brock come back from 3-1. He done seen Kobe. He done seen it. He done seen it all. He done seen it all.
6 3 from the logo in overtime. I ain't never seen that shit. Like,
bro, I was just sitting there like, no. Somebody on Twitter was like, they took the photo of them like going crazy, and somebody on Twitter was like, appropriate glaze.
There are certain images you see right when Myles Garrett got that sack record and he's getting carried off, and we saw the imagery of that. We're like, we're gonna see that imagery forever. That's iconic imagery instantly. When they showed that replay of him like just like standing in front of the bench and knowing what the moment was, that's like, okay, yeah, that's gonna be a moment we don't forget. Like that.
Hold on. It'll be a moment we don't forget as long as you win the series.
I don't know.
If you lose, we're gonna forget about it.
I think this is like Allen Iverson territory.
Oh, where like, it don't even matter. We just go. We gonna remember,
matter, bro. Like we're gonna remember watching that. like if the Spurs flame out, like we all know the Oklahoma City Thunder, they're demons, right? Like they're demons. Their MVP didn't even play well, right? Like, and they still almost won that game. Like that's lost in all of this. What will be lost, Cole, is Alec Caruso's 35. Right, like that's what he lost.
Hey, bro, that's the thing. That's the thing about this series, man. People were like, "Well, Wemby's not gonna have 40 and 20." I was like, "Y'all think Caruso gonna get 30 every game?"
Yeah. Like what's lost in this series is that Oklahoma City almost pulled that bullshit off. Like they had no business winning that game, and they almost did win that game a couple of times. And so it's like I'm not gonna really blame the Spurs at their first try. They don't get to the finals. I don't think we're at that place with the Spurs. This is their first run, right? Like Oklahoma City first run, they got bounced in the second round, right?
I have to go back. I think it was Luka who did that. I think it was the Mavericks, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think it was the Mavericks who did it to him, yeah.
Yeah, but you know, like hey, your first run, like ain't nobody really expected like you to get to the finals, right? Like even LeBron first run, he got bounced in the second?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, ain't nobody tripping off that. I don't even think Jordan's first run he got to the finals either.
Absolutely not.
No, he got knocked out in the first. But to my point, Cole, everybody remember when he put 60 on burdened them, right? Like,
yeah, they was calling him Black Jesus. Yeah,
Yeah. We remember that. Yeah, they didn't win that series, but that was a superstar being put on the map. Like if people weren't used to calling Wemby a superstar, he is now a superstar. That is what we witnessed. Whatever happens with the rest of the series happens for the rest of the series, but nobody can be like, I don't understand this Wemby thing anymore. It's like, now you just don't want to do it.
No,
right?
Yeah.
Like,
you understand.
All the Bobo conversations have ended, right? All the comps to Chet have ended. We're not doing this anymore.
It's levels.
Like, okay, like this is an arrival here of a superstar, and I think that's what makes this so memorable. Is we just saw that man reach what we think is his full potential in that game. I don't even think we're even close.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I said I want to see Mobley versus Wemby in the finals. Like I want to see that matchup in the finals. I want to see like that back and forth. And then somebody was in my benches like, man, we got Wemby at home. I was like, brother, let me tell you something.
Stop it.
Let me tell you something. Listen, I'm a Mobley defender. I'm an Evan Mobley guy. Let me tell you something, brother. No, you do not.
We would be better served to just leave those comps alone.
No, you do
all
not.
Those comps will do is have to make us talk about what Evan Mobley cannot do, right? Like, which is not fair to Evan Mobley.
Who's been great in the playoffs, by the way. Great in the playoffs, but he ain't that.
Low key, Evan, when he pulls a three in the fourth quarter, I'm like, I get excited. Like he's been making those. Like,
I'm about to say he's low key a big moment merchant.
Yeah,
he's a big moment merchant.
He is in big moments, and he made some big free throws in that series. So we can now transition to the Cavs Pistons series. I think
real quick. You remember what Evan said last year?
What did he say?
Remember he said last year when they asked him who the two best players, I think it was at the All-Star game. It's like who gonna be the best player in the league?
He said him and Chet. He said him and Wemby.
He in like 5 years, he said him and Wemby.
He would leave Wemby out of it.
Hey man, if we get them in the finals, that quote from last year is gonna go crazy. Because I was like, hey man, how did he know?
No, he saw it.
He saw it coming.
You know what Evan be thinking when he watch Wemby? Bruh, he's taller than me and he could do that. Like,
it's just things that he can't do.
That Evan Mobley, much like the rest of us, breathed a deep sigh of relief when Wemby could not qualify for Defensive Player of the Year last year.
I've been said that. He got the last chopper out of 9.
Evan Mobley realized it too, right? It would be an interesting matchup too if we get to it, because like Mobley, I don't know if you want to like use Mobley defensively, like all his energy on Wemby, because that's gonna be so much out of him. But yeah, it'd be definitely interesting to see. But let's talk about the Cavs versus Detroit. Shout out to my guy Coty Davis. He covers Detroit for Detroit News, and he also covered the Houston Rockets back in the day when James Harden was over there, right? So like I always like to get him on to talk about both those subjects because I think there's a lot there. But he was talking about the Pistons. He said after they got past the Orlando Magic. Well, after they got past the Orlando Magic, he looked at his beat room. He looked at his homeboy. He said, "These still playing. I can't believe it. They still playing basketball." And look, I have that same feeling when I watch the Cavs. I'm like, wow, these motherfuckers still playing basketball. Like, of all the runs the Cavs have been on, this is the one where I think Cavs fans have been the lowest. Like the Cavs fans have gone from the highest of highs in this run and the lowest of lows in this run, because we simultaneously before Game 7 were the furthest we have ever gotten in the playoffs. but I would say the most angry the fan base has ever been at the Cavs. It's also been before Game 7 because people were in my comments while I was previewing that game. We don't even deserve to advance. All this stuff. I'm like, damn.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
To the conference finals.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I was not confident that they were gonna win that game on the road. I was not. I was like, because they look so bad in Game 6, bro. That I was just like, man, I can't imagine if that's the energy you come out with at home. I can't imagine you be ready to go on the road in the Game 7, and they prove me wrong.
Here's my thing about the Cavs. They have never, since they put this core together, played a single good Game 6.
No.
Part of me was expecting it because I'm like, I've never seen them play well in Game 6. They were awful in Game 6 versus Orlando. They were awful in Game 6 versus Toronto. And then they were awful in game. I just knew from the energy, I'm like, okay, we keep doing this thing where we take our foot off the gas. But like, to the Cavs' credit, they have been the exact opposite in Game 7s. Like, as bad as they are in Game 6, they are the exact opposite in Game 7s. And I thought Detroit, like, this is like, sometimes you got to use vibes in basketball. And I'm like, Detroit kind of had that role player game in Game 6. It was just on the road, right? Where their role players just went crazy. So I'm like, I don't know how replicable that is for a Game 7 because you're relying off of like, what Sasser got him like 15 points in that fucking game, right? Like
they had like 40 bench points or something like that.
Yeah,
in Game 6. I'm like,
Reed came off the bench and got 12. It's like, okay, what y'all gonna do when Tobias gets you 5, right? Because we know that Tobias Harris 5-point game is coming, right? And
the Tobias Harris 5-point game is coming. You know it's coming.
We know it. I was talking to again about how he covers Detroit Pistons, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm worried because like that was the game that Karras was going off. He looked like SGA in that game, and then Tobias was going off too. And I was like, see, Tobias going to stay at 12, but Karras could explode and get you like 35 every once in a while. So I was worried that we was going to get the Karras LeVert 35 game. We did not end up getting it. He stayed at like 24, I think, in that game. But yeah, Tobias Harris, I mean, like his track record long enough to where you expect shit. Like, look, when it comes to James Harden, here's the thing about James that I think everybody has to accept, whether you love James Harden or hate James Harden, which there seems to be no middle ground with this dude.
Yeah, you either love him or hate him.
Everything they say about James Harden is true. All the good stuff they say about James Harden is true. All the bad stuff they say about James Harden, it's also true, bro. Like everything they say about this man is true. And we saw it in that series. We saw want to strangle James Harden games in that series, bro. It wasn't a single, like Game 7 was as close as James Harden got to like, he wasn't great, but it was fine.
It was weird. It was weird. Game 7 from James was weird.
He was facilitating. He was rebounding. It was fine. Right.
He was defending well. Like the only thing he didn't do well was he didn't shoot the ball well. But if you look at everything else he did in the game, besides like him trying to score, like he did all of those things at a high level.
And he waited till we were up 20 to start jacking up shots. Right. Like, so yeah, he's missing shots. He's creating not turnovers. He's creating fast breaks. But we were up by 20 by the time he did most of, like he was 2 for 10 in that game. He had like 2 for 10. 7 of them shots after we had went up by 20. Okay, that's not going to really hurt us, right? When he was struggling for real, he was getting to the line at least. But Game 1 and Game 2, you wanted to strangle James Harden. Like, you wanted to reach under that beard and choke what's underneath there because he is frustrating at times. But then Game 3, Game 4, Game 5, you wanted to marry James Harden. Like, it just was what it was. Look, he done took years off JB's life, the amount of foul calls he started getting. Like,
all of them earned. All of them earned too, by the way.
We got Karras out there on that wing. I'm like, oh, we know what Karras about to do right here. Foul and shot. Yep. Like, Carrots lead the league in 4-point plays given up.
I swear he do. I swear he do.
He ain't never heard the term "keep the hand out the cookie jar." He just we're always right there, right? Yeah, he was getting to the line crazy. It was classic James Harden too, like old school James Harden. And you like, yeah. And then game 6 come around and you like, God damn it, James Harden. Like, come on, bro. He had like 8 turnovers in that game. And you're just like, oh my God, bro. I'm gonna lose my mind. And
I do want to say this.
Donovan was worse.
Donovan was 100% worse this entire time.
Donovan in that game were worse in that game. Donovan out here trying to get putbacks at 6'2". I don't understand it. I don't understand what was going on in there. But when they started off game 7 and Donovan was getting the ball to the bigs, I'm like, okay, we're good. We're good. Donovan's not just in.
Only took him 14 games to figure this out.
Hey, bro. Hey, as long as you figured it out before we got eliminated.
Took him 14 games to figure out, hey, you know what? If I just pass Evan and Jared Allen the ball when they're open, good things happen.
Yeah.
James been doing it the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's why James be having all those turnovers. He trying to force crazy passes into the bigs all the time. But yeah, when I saw him, like, okay, he's not just in like Donovan Mitchell me ball mode. It's like, okay, he's passing the ball. He's being as attentive on the basketball court as we've seen him. And I mean, like, this was more impressive to me for an overall game than he was in that half for Cleveland, because it was just like, nah, that was like, that's the Donovan Mitchell we want to give the $70 million to, right? Like, okay, that's the guy that's the franchise player. And look, he needed it. I think I put it on Twitter. Legacy's on the line today, brother. Like, you can't get past Detroit. People gonna start talking about you crazy. And you could just
we was already talking about him crazy. We were like, come on, bro. What is this?
People were replying to it. Does Donovan even have a legacy? I'm like, damn, we doing this?
Damn, that's a legitimate question.
Yeah.
if you can't ever get out the second round, that's a legitimate question. Do you even have a legacy?
Damn, I was like, boy, you better win today.
Never been to a conference finals. What legacy do you have?
Ooh, that's why I was like, you better win today, boy. Like, he better be a good reason why they do. But I think he legitimately played. I hope this is a sign of things to come. He does usually play really good versus New York, to his credit. But hopefully it's a sign of things to come that's the Donovan Mitchell we get for this New York series, because you're going to need that Donovan Mitchell in this New York series. And this is a very different series than I think the Cavs have been in, because they have played 2 teams, Detroit and Toronto, that have made the decision. We cannot go band for band with the Cavaliers, right? Like, if the Cavs get their stars going, it's over with, right? That's the one thing that's been true throughout this whole playoffs. When the Cavs stars are clicking, ooh, that's a problem, right, for everybody else. Because we saw, like, when the Cavs stars were clicking in game 1 and 2, it looked like we were just going to flick the Raptors to the side, right? When the Cavs really got going, was it game 5 or what was it, game 4 or whatever it was? They went on that 26-0 run.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was game 5. I want to say that was game 5.
And especially when they get cooking in them double big lineups, because then they're all of a sudden good defensively. Like, ooh, that's a problem for teams, right? like we know that those 2 teams could not go band for band with the Cavs when they got things going. So they just decided, we're just going to throw maximum effort on this, right? We're going to do everything defensively to slow them down, because we cannot get into a shooting battle with them. The Knicks might be more comfortable going band for band with you, right? And I do wonder how that changes the series, right? Like, is New York as good as a defensive team as Detroit? Also, like, what kind of cat are we going to get in this series? Because I think he's going to be the key to all of this. If Carl's cooking, that's a problem for the Cavs. We ain't really got nothing for him. That's a huge problem. If Carl's not cooking, then you start to look at this Knicks roster, and you're like, I don't long. Like they can only play Mitchell Robinson like 20 minutes.
They can't even play him that long.
Yeah, they played him like 14 minutes against Joel Embiid.
Yeah, because they know like one, he could get into foul trouble, and two, the free throw shooting is going to become an issue immediately every single time.
And and you can shoot him off the floor too if you're shooting well enough. And like Quiet has kept the Knicks play a pretty small lineup. Like, you know, as much as people
play
like
a single big, they play a single big a lot.
Single big, and like the one big's usually Cat. Who like Cat is somebody I've gained a lot of respect for over the last couple of years. But we know what Cat's not a imposing defensive figure, right? He sometimes can do that in spurts for sure. But like as far as like for a full 7 games, you're gonna see some interesting Cat defensive opportunities. Right?
I want to give Mike Brown a little credit here because I feel like he's found ways to make sure that Cat wasn't in disadvantaged positions on defense so far in the playoffs. But they also haven't really played big either. Yeah, like they haven't really played anybody.
The Atlanta Hawks, Kuminga, right?
No.
Like,
and it's like Okongwu, who's like 6'8" or 6'9" or something like that.
Like the Cavs have the two. Well, I mean, there's Joel Embiid, but like coming off a back injury, it's not like MVP Joel. Like Evan Mobley and Jared Allen and what they can do and what they can force teams to have to do defensively, a little bit different, right? Like than what they've dealt with. And I do think like it's interesting because like since they traded Darius Garland, they have more length in that backcourt to deal with Jalen Brunson now, right? Like they can roll over Dean Wade. If Brunson really wants to get to them post-ups, you really want him doing that on James, you know, because like he loved them post-ups in the fourth quarter, right? And I don't think he want to do that on James, who's 6'5", long and strong. Obviously, you could put Dean Wade out there, but like even like Donovan Mitchell, he's got enough length to bother, or at least theoretically to bother Jalen Brunson because he's 6'8" wingspan, right? Like
it's like 6'10" actually.
Yeah, and they're the same height. Well, I think he's a little bit taller than Jalen. So it's an interesting matchup for this series. I don't know if the Knicks are going to be as hot as they were or as hot as they appear to be after game 4 of the Atlanta Hawks series. I don't know if that's just a manifestation of the fact that like the Philadelphia 76ers aren't that good and the Atlanta Hawks weren't that good, right? And then they play a team that's better in Cleveland. It looks a little different, right? We'll see how that series shakes out, but I do think there are more matchup problems for New York than I think people are really giving them credit. Like I think a lot of people are looking at this and thinking it's 2023. And yeah, that Knicks team still would give this Cavs team problems because they have Hart, they have Mitchell, they have Julius Randle,
yeah.
Right? Like, but they don't have that anymore. It's really just one big out there.
They had RJ Barrett too on that version of the Knicks, didn't they?
RJ Barrett still gave us some problems in Toronto. Was quickly coming off the bench there too.
Maybe,
I think
probably,
so.
yeah. I think so. He had to be. Yeah.
So it's like, you know, they're like, then truly New York had a size advantage on Cleveland. But even then, it's like, how much does that really matter? Because when it's mattered for Cleveland against these bigger teams that have size advantage or toughness advantage.
Oh, yeah, they had Isaiah Hartenstein too. I forgot about that. That was a big one. That was a big thing.
Hart's part of the reason I'm like, man, I hope Wemby could get them out of there, bro. Hart was giving us issues every time we played them in Oklahoma City, especially. So, yeah, they don't have that size they could just throw at us like they threw at us in 2023. And, like, if you really look at it, the Cavs have, I think, more of an advantage there. Like, I don't think they should get out-rebounded again like they did in that first series. Especially because they didn't get out-rebounded against Detroit. Everybody thought the Cavs were going to get out-rebounded against Detroit because they just saw Jalen Duren, big ass, and was like, oh, he's going to dominate them. Right? That was Kendrick Perkins' whole analysis for that Cavs Pistons series was, look how big Jalen Duren is. Didn't matter. Okay? Did not matter.
He got muscles for no reason, by the way. They just there for no reason. He ain't using them. He is not using them.
He look like a basketball player you see in movies. Like, you like, okay, that's
low key.
Like, he does not look like a real person.
I'm like, bro, like they were fine. I do think the issue with the Cavs and the Knicks is going to be this. They clearly have an advantage on the wing.
Yes,
because every team has an advantage on the wing against the Cavs.
Not a single team we've played hasn't had that advantage. Right?
It's like every team has that advantage.
It happened with Cade and Duncan Robinson. It happened with didn't happen with Ingram, but it did happen with RJ. Right?
It did happen with RJ. Yeah. And Scotty Barnes, obviously.
Scotty fucking Barnes.
Yeah, like, see, like, they don't. That's going to be the issue with the Cavs.
So you think it's going to be Bridges?
I mean, Bridges or OG. You know what I'm saying? Josh Hart too. You gotta think about that too. So that's gonna be the series to me, is what they do.
The guy I'm voting for to be like the Cavs have had to deal with an annoying guard in the playoffs who just like gets hot for no reason. Like Dennis Jenkins got hot. Who was it on Toronto that was getting hot out of nowhere? I forgot his name.
Jamal, you talking about Jamal? You talking
Shed? Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, Jamal Shed. Yeah, he was cooking.
Miles McBride. That's gonna be the annoying Nick for this.
Oh,
season.
Deuce McBride. Hey, yeah. Deuce a dog, bro. He's a dog. I'm not gonna lie. He's a dog.
It's gonna be fucking Deuce, bro.
Like, Deuce is a dog. I'm
like, who gonna kill us? It's gonna be goddamn Deuce. We gonna be sitting there like, we can't stop Deuce because the whole Pistons series, we're like, bro, I'm so tired of looking at this fucking Dennis Jenkins. Like, I'm so tired of watching this man get to the paint and him smack a floater. He was making turnaround jumpers at the foul line over Evan Mobley. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
He was cooking, bro. He's not bad. He's good. I think he's a good player.
I'm not saying. Obviously, he's not bad. I'm like, is he that good though? Like, damn, do this for everybody? Like, what the fuck is this?
He was locked in, bro. Sometimes they just be locked in, dog. What can you do?
He was smacking threes. I'm like, how is this? How is he shooting 60% from three? There's no way that's what he normally are. Like, nah. Every series we have to deal with that. His name Deuce too. Yeah, we're dealing with that. That I promise you, Deuce gonna have a random 28-point game in this fucking series. Like,
hey man, it's gonna be interesting though. I think the Cavs can pull it out, bro. I just need to see what the wing situation is gonna end up doing to the Cavs. Also, I want to see how the Knicks, how they can hide Brunson defensively. Because that's gonna be a big part of this.
Hey, bro, I think the Cavs gonna just be relieved that Asar Thompson ain't there no more.
Bruh. No, I was in Space's queue. I was like, hey man, I need to say something really quick. I was like, that man is the best defensive player the best perimeter defender I've ever seen in my life.
Like, where did he come from, bro? Like, he just what?
Kenny Atkinson was like, hey man, we just decided, hey, if Asar is guarding whoever has the ball, throw the ball somewhere else.
We'll take our chances.
So get him away. Just get it away from him, please.
Please get the fuck away from it. And Donovan Mitchell going up against Thompson. I'm like, guys, he ain't got it. Okay?
He's so good.
Donovan Mitchell is one of the most athletic guards in the NBA, and he looked old going up against Thompson.
Man, that is the best perimeter defender I've seen.
Woo. That is
probably since like Ron Artest.
So Asar Thompson is what people who love Isaac Okoro imagine when they see Isaac Okoro.
Yeah,
like
that's what you want at Isaac. If Isaac can play defense like that, I'm like, you gotta keep it around.
How Isaac Okoro stands talked about Isaac Okoro is how Asar Thompson actually is. Like, also offensively. Like how Isaac Okoro haters talked about Isaac Okoro offensively is exactly how Asar Thompson is. Like,
bro, I've never seen a player so dominant defensively and literally just as bad on offense.
He's keeping Tony Allen's legacy alive, man. Because there was one where he was open for three, set his feet. Evan was like, "Oh, nah," it just went back for the rebound.
Bro, he wasn't even pretending to guard him in Game 7, bro.
Bro, you know how crazy how crazy bad of a shooter you have to be below 6'8", and people get excited when you make a three. Like when Asar make a three, it's like when Jarrett make a three in the crowd get crazy. Oh shit! Like, brother, you're 6'3". This shouldn't happen to you. Like,
hey, bro, I had to go look up Tony Allen's 3-point percentage real quick.
It's like 25%,
28%. He never attempted even 1-3 a game.
Hey, he knew.
Listen, he knew what it was.
Tony Allen played in the perfect era for Tony Allen because that was before they was asking people to just jack up them threes, right? Like he could stay on the floor because Tony get you some putbacks, Tony get you some layups, Tony get you what? What do you average? Like 8 points?
Yeah, 8 points a game.
You know what I mean? Look, we complain about Dean Wade, but how far off offensively is Dean Wade from Tony Allen?
The percentages are at least better.
Yeah.
Percentages are definitely better.
Yeah, but Thompson is legit. Like, it's crazy because this is his best year from three. He started in the NBA at 18% like, from three.
Completely broken, bro.
Bro,
it's broken.
He's improved to 25.
Broken.
Like you know how you it's crazy when you're a three and people get excited when you make a three.
It's like if they could just, if both the twins, to be completely honest, his brother too, if they could be just like 34% 3-point shooters, my God.
Oh yeah, it'd be a problem.
My God. Like just good enough where they actually have to try to guard you out there. That's it. Like that's the bare minimum. I'm talking 35% 3-point shooters. My goodness.
Yeah, man. They're career 204.
Good God.
And my bad, Cole. The only reason his percentages have gone up because his 3-point attempts have gone drastically down. So in 2023 and 24, he was shooting 2 threes a game and making 18% of those threes. In 2024-25, he was shooting 0.8 threes a game and making 22% of those threes. In 2026, he went down to 0.3 threes a game and he made 25% of them.
See, with him and his brother, bro, you have to play them in lineups where literally everybody else is going to have to be able to shoot.
Yeah.
That's the only way it can work. It's the only way it can work. Unfortunately, like you can't play them with another non-shooter. But that means your bigs have to be able to space the floor too, and that's asking a lot. That's asking a lot from guys who are supposed to like be 7-footers and protect the rim and everything. But man, he's so good defensively, you got to try to figure it out.
Yeah, he's look. I am sure. Look, Josh Hart's a good defender.
He ain't that.
Josh, it's like you ever play like a video game on extra hard, and then you go to like the regular, and it's like, oh man, everything moving in slow motion. Like you cook it now. That's what it's gonna feel like to the Cavs because it's like, okay, yeah, we dealt the maximum fucking effort of the Toronto Raptors, where they were just like, we're just gonna sprint the whole game. And then the Pistons and Asar Thompson just being able to just give you that kind of insane defensive play. James and Donovan might over dribble because they're like, oh, we got space. We don't actually have to breathe a sigh of relief when they get the ball past the half court line. That was a thing, like in the first 2 series where it's like, hey, bruh, I don't know if we're going to get this shit up if we not being like serious about it. Like,
hey, Ty 23-307 said Asar and Mobley would be special together. They would, but good God.
You know what Asar needs to be? Asor needs to be about 3 inches taller and about 40 pounds heavier.
Put him at the 5.
Yeah.
Put him at the 5.
Funny. Just see what he could do in 6. And honest to God, he's athletic enough to where like, hey, if he could put on 30 more pounds, he might be what you replaced them during minutes with Thompson.
Oh, I want to be clear.
Run with 3-point shooters.
I want to be clear about something. I would 100% pay a sword before I paid Duran. Like not even a discussion.
I'm like, hey, bro, the wig might not be for you, Asor. Have you ever thought about getting in these trenches? like
small ball 5.
That's lucky. Hey, Draymond Green. Right.
I was about to say, watch some Draymond tape.
It's fucked up too because people talk about Draymond. They're like, well, you can't shoot, but you can play defense. You can be Draymond Green. I'm like, guys, Draymond could shoot at one point in his life.
Also, extremely good passer. Literally run the offense through Draymond.
One of the more underrated players because he's just so unlikable at times. But it's like, hey man, Draymond still very good.
Just don't ask him to score.
Wrong, okay. Like asking somebody to be Draymond Green is kind of crazy. Like that's a Hall of Famer.
Bro, I said, what if Evan Mobley is Draymond Green 2.0? People got mad.
That's crazy. People are so low on Draymond. I'm like, the one city that should not be low on Draymond is Cleveland.
Y'all know what he was doing?
Yo, he almost took us out he almost ended the 3-1 comeback.
Yes. He almost ruined that.
Yeah. Everybody came out of that hating Draymond, and I came out of that with the newfound respect. I'm like, nah, Draymond is a problem. I'd never see him play that well before, and never see him play that well after. Hey, bro, they needed it.
They needed it. He was there.
Listen,
or it definitely wasn't coming from Harrison Barnes either.
Oh God, I forgot he was even in that series.
Yeah. He put the cape on for that one. Good God.
Yeah, I feel like Draymond one of those players where it's like, at some point, we're going to have to fight back against all the slander the internet has put on him because it's like, hey, man, how are people debating whether he's a Hall of Famer right now?
He's definitely a Hall of Famer, but I also think that
like a 2 or 3-time defensive player.
But I also think he's very delusional.
No, Draymond his legacy himself.
Yeah, like why you're Hall of Famer.
Knock him down. But he is definitely a Hall of Famer.
yeah, he's definitely a Hall of Famer. But it's like he be making it sound like he was driving this thing. It's like let's
hey, look. But to be fair, think about how Draymond got to where Draymond is. That just simply requires a level of delusion in order to even believe can be possible. He was a fat, chubby dude on Michigan State that was trying out to make the Golden State roster and somehow became one of the biggest parts of a dynasty. You got to be delusional to think that shit is possible, right?
Yeah, I mean, all respect to Draymond. He's that dude, but come on, man. You play with the greatest the 2 greatest shooters ever, and then also Kevin Durant. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Oh, yeah. Also another finals MVP and Andre Iguodala. Yeah.
But let me tell you,
you've been blessed, brother.
When the Warriors were in that run, if I saw that Draymond was on that injury report, I felt way better about our chances to win.
Feel good about that.
Not gonna lie. But yeah, Sar Thompson, I feel like somebody's got to figure out what he is in the NBA because clearly something's there. But you can't be no wing and shoot no 18% from 3.
Some gotta give, bro. Some gotta give,
bro.
Brother.
You're not bad at shooting from 3. It's not gonna change
anything. It don't matter. It don't matter how good you are defensively. You have to be a threat on offense.
Eat your Wheaties, Asar. Peanut butter jelly sandwiches all summer.
They was out there playing 4-on-5 in Game 7. It was ugly. It was ugly.
Asar needs to learn how to do 3 things: screen, roll, catch, dunk. Right? Like, all them jokes ain't gonna be funny when he's the Lakers center and it works out. Like, hey, JJ Redick see him like, I'm putting him at center. Fuck this. Like, he gonna scream for Luka and he gonna roll. Okay. What about a pick and pop? Fuck a pick and pop. We roll, okay, to the rim and just throw that bitch up high because only person who can stop it is Wemby. Like, that man can jump incredibly high. Like,
hey, he be having his forehead at the rim, dog. I'm like, yo, this him and his brother, to be honest.
yeah, y'all need to figure out a way to make that happen for the Lakers. You know what I mean? Get Asar there, play with Rui. Like,
Nah, Rui, I think Rui gone, bro. I think Rui gone.
you think he gonna get a bag somewhere else?
Yeah, they talk about him getting 20 M's a year. I was like, oh no, brother. Oh,
The Japanese Jordan was trying to keep y'all playoff run alive. It was incredible. He had like a 4-point play. He had like 8 points. Like
I think he led the postseason in 3-point percentage. I was over here calling him Kyoto Corver.
Hey man, I was watching that game. I'm like, this is about to be the funniest show ever because I'm about to be like, Rui saved your life. Okay.
I'm glad we didn't get that moment. I'm glad we did not have that moment. I'm not even gonna lie.
Rui made that 3 and he got fouled and he did the most Japanese shit I've ever seen somebody do on the basketball court because he got up and he was like, It's like, okay. That man from Japan. Like,
you know the Cavs tried to get Rui, right? Before the Lakers did that?
Yeah.
They was trying hard to get Rui on the roster too, bro.
Will Rui be our Dean Wade right now?
Man, imagine if they actually had somebody who was a threat. He hit some threes. Ooh, Cavs offense would be great. The defense would be rough, though.
Also, another thing I want to say for this playoff run, Max Strus, this is why I went hard for you. Okay? Hooper. This is why I argued with Chuck about Max Strus. Okay? Chuck and Cove. This is why I argued with y'all about Max Strus. Because I knew you was gonna do this for us. I remembered the Pacers series, man. I was like, nah, y'all forgetting. He was our second best player. You're like, guys, I don't think he was. I'm like, nah, I remember how I felt. Okay.
we was like, just because you feel a certain way don't mean nothing.
He went 0 for 9 in the last game. I'm like, I understand that. But I know what I saw in them 4 games. You want Max there. And I was like, you gonna do this on Black History Month? I was like, yeah, I'm doing this on Black History Month. Y'all was like, we need to trade him to get under this. I'm like, no, we need Max. Thank God we got Max. Okay. Like, whoo. Let me tell you, because sometimes this team be pissing me off, and I'm like, boy, Max, the only one I don't want to strangle. Like,
hey, shout out to Sam Merrill too, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, welcome to the playoffs, Sam Merrill. I've been worried. Okay, because I was fighting for your ass too. Okay,
I ain't gonna lie on Sam. I ain't gonna lie because I saw he was shooting like 20% from 3 on wide open 3. I was like, oh no, he due for a 20-piece soon. He gonna have a game where he hit everything.
I've been fighting for Sam too because people was like, "Oh, we should put Keon in that rotation instead of him."
Like, nah. I was like, nah, it's coming. You know,
he's gonna have a game where he make 5 threes, and he fuddles the opposing team when it happens every time. Because like there was like a run where Sam was like averaging 20 for like 2 weeks. Like, and every team that he did it to, they was like, "Who the fuck is Sam Merrill?" I'm like, "He's good, guys. Like,
he's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. He can hoop a little bit, just a little bit.
You know what I mean? It was funny watching him and Duncan Robinson go bad for a little bit in the third quarter. Because like Duncan was starting to heat up. He made a couple threes, got a layup. Then Sam was like, oh, this what you on? No, sir. Smack, got an L1. I was like, okay, Sam, you accepted the challenge. But yes, welcoming Sam to the playoffs. We desperately needed Sam Merrill because like they are such a better team when Sam's out there. I think the win-loss record is crazy different when Sam is out there. He does provide something that they desperately need, especially in a series versus Detroit, where they were having a lot of success guarding our best players.
Dude, like, bro, it's so funny how just like the Cavs just need role players to just hit open shots.
Please.
Just hit open shots.
Please.
It's not even that.
All we need.
They're not even asking you to do a lot. Just like hit the open threes that you were hitting in the regular season.
Look, also want to give Chuck some credit here because he had made the argument that, hey, look, James might struggle with some moments in the postseason, but you should have enough around him to where that doesn't matter. That clearly was in theory in Game 7. Right?
Evan, also, we haven't talked about it. Evan Mobley. Good God.
Yeah. I saw somebody be like, oh, well, you guys are excited about one game. I'm like, guys, it's been like the whole fucking playoffs except for 2 games in each, like one game in each series where I'm like, Evan was bad, right? And then everybody jumps on that game. And then it's like, but the rest of the series, he be cooking.
He has been their most consistent player on both ends this entire postseason. It has not been close. It hasn't been close.
Another thing that told me, I'm like, okay, we're going to be good today. Detroit made the mistake of playing Family Ties before tip-off. And I'm like, that's Evan's song right there. Like, every time he done made a 3, they play Family Ties for like 4 years in Cleveland. So I was like, oh, they done fucked up. They done fucked up. They done turned them on. Oh, hey, Jared Allen. I need to say this to everybody whoever wants to say anything. I will personally take up for Jared Allen when it comes to anybody talking shit about his interests. Let that man do what he do. If Jared Allen come out there and say he like anime, I'm going to defend it. That's how much I have just grown an appreciation for Jared Allen over this last year. Y'all leave that man alone, okay? If you see him at a Pokestop playing Pokemon Go before a game, let him do that shit, okay? Whatever he needs to get into the zone, let him do that. Stop judging this man. I don't care if he builds computers. I don't care if he plays fucking Guild Wars, where the fuck he plays, right? Let that man do what he do, okay? He is not the problem, okay?
He is not the problem.
All right. And by the way, JB, that was for you, okay? Like,
oh yeah, he wanted that get back so bad. He wanted that get back so bad. Hey, JB had that one coming, bro.
You wouldn't even try to hide that shit.
Nah, he was like, "Nah, this is for you. This is for you, sir."
He was looking at JB like, "Yeah, what now? What you gonna tell Marcus Morris now? Tell Marcus Morris about that bullshit while you're going to Cancun." I want to know if Jared talks shit during the games because I imagine it's got to be hilarious. Like,
I feel like he does it. I feel like he doesn't talk during the games, but I feel like he might have said. I feel like he might have said something to JB though. I feel like he might have. Got a little bit back.
He's like Duran drop common loop.
Yeah, I think he got a little. I think he got a little get back.
Yeah, you think he rare, but he had every starter deck.
He had every starter deck. It's crazy.
That man's a low 2 roll. I don't need the extra dice. Oh shit! If you got more nerdy Jared Allen talk shits, put them in the chat. Okay. He's not even prestige. Like,
oh man, I wonder if he'd just be talking shit like regularly.
What? What if Jared Allen talk shit regularly, but he uses like nerd references in between it? I'm stacking points like Lego bricks.
What if Jared got bars?
I'm Gandalf, you Schmeagol, you too small.
If he had bars, it'd be so funny, dog. I'm sorry.
You just look at somebody, you Bulbasaur ass motherfucker. You ain't even level 25 yet.
It's like what is he talking about, bro? What is he talking about?
You Link without the Master Sword. I'm not worried about you.
Oh my god.
Oh. Hey man, shout out to nobody needed this playoff run more than Jared Allen, man.
Nobody, bro. Nobody.
Nobody needed this more than Jared Allen. I'm so happy for Jared Allen. Donovan needed this too, right? Like Donovan specifically needed Game 7 bad. Like
1,000%. 1,000%.
Hey man, but for Donovan, it does not stop. Like it's gonna be a thing in New York. They gonna be on it again. Look, if you go out, you better go out valiantly. Okay, like you did against the Pacers. like
if you go out, you better go out valiantly.
We'll be talking about it ain't his fault. Like,
oh, brother, you can't get that off. You cannot get that off.
You done used up all your 2 for 10 3-point shooting games in the playoffs. You ain't got no more of them left. You gonna have to hoop. Okay,
you gotta hoop, brother. I'm sorry.
You gonna have to hoop, bro. And if y'all get out there, make it to the finals, and we already know what it is versus the Thunder. But you get out there, hey, look, man, Spurs had them young guns out there. Like, that's the thing that's scary about the Spurs. Bro, everybody's either third year or younger on that team. That matters. They was like, yeah, we didn't even have our veteran point guard. I'm like, who your veteran point guard? De'Aaron Fox? Like, that's the vet? Like,
that's the vet, bro. That's the vet.
It was like, yeah, we didn't even have our vet. What? They were talking about De'Aaron Fox like he was Drew Holiday. Like, or Mike Conley. I'm like, what the fuck? They that young?
All their best players are under 25.
Hey, man. Dylan Harper. Lost in all the Wemby. Dylan Harper.
No, Dylan Harper's cold, bro. He's cold, dog.
I was not familiar. I was not familiar with your game before last night. I am fully familiar now. Like, I was like, did the Spurs have a number 2 overall pick or something like that? What's he doing? And it was like, yeah, that's Dylan Harper. Okay. Oh, like, he's cool. Oh, he's good. Like, he had Chet in hell,
bruh. Like I said, the fact that they let them get the 2nd overall pick when they already had Wemby is so nasty. Who set them up for a decade?
Castle.
It's over, man. It's over. It's
6th man of the year.
Oh man, it is beyond over.
If you're the Cavs or the Knicks and they get to the finals, you better get that one now. Okay.
Yeah. You got to get it early. You got to get it out the way.
That's like when LeBron got there for the first time and the Spurs were like, hey, we need to get this one now.
Hey, the Spurs got one on the back.
Promising.
Like, I'm going to say, the Spurs got one on the back end too.
Yeah. Hey, the Spurs sent them back to Cleveland. Thank you for that. Thank you, Kawhi. I appreciate what you did. Hey, look, I got nothing but like love for Kawhi Leonard because he beat the Heat, which forced LeBron to Cleveland, and then he took out the KD Warriors. What I got beef with Kawhi for? Like,
no reason to ever have beef with Kawhi.
Nah, he won Canada a ring. That was fun. We was all rooting for it at the time, right? We wasn't tired of Drake at that point in time, so it was like, okay, yeah, that's fun. It's all good. Kawhi got nothing to explain to me. I will sing his praises. Okay, to the next generation.
Will you sing Drake's praises to the next generation?
I will sing pre-2016 Drake's praises to the next generation. That's when I stopped listening to Drake after like 2016 though. Like so. After that,
ICEMAN?
No, I have not. Not even because like I don't. Like it's just like I don't know. I'm not that compelled.
You ain't listen to ICEMAN? Crazy.
ICEMAN. I haven't listened to a bunch of the projects this year though. I haven't listened to Let God Sort Them Out fully yet. I've listened to like 5 of the songs on that album. I could not get through the Fall Off. Like I tried. I've tried like 3 times with that album, and I can't get through it.
That's fair.
And then Drake, huh?
I said that's fair.
And then Drake dropped 3 of these albums, and I'm like, I'm just gonna let the world filter that one out for me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let the world get into like the 12 hottest songs in them 3 albums, and I'll listen to that.
Man, you gotta listen to ICEMAN, bro. You gotta listen to ICEMAN.
All them bitches is like 18 songs. I don't know.
The two of them are under an hour though. And one of them sounds like Maid of Honor is, according to what I've heard, is closer to Honestly Nevermind, which is like a house album.
Yeah.
So it's just like, but ICEMAN is the one. ICEMAN is the one I'm sitting with, and then I'll listen to Habibti. I think that's how you say it. I think that's how you pronounce it or whatever. I listen to that one.
I've seen the discourse and like people are talking about it, but I'm like, I don't know. Drake's been kind of talking about the same shit since like 2020, 2017. Like now he's talking about the beef is in there, but like he's always kind of alluded to beefs in his songs. I don't know. It's just a lot of Drake to listen to. And I haven't had the appetite for that much Drake in a long time.
Man, ICEMAN is the one. ICEMAN is the one for me.
I've heard you defending it. Yeah.
I'm like, this is, I was like, I don't know, like, I know people just hate Drake just because like people hate Drake. But I'm like, yeah, this is the one. This is the one I've been waiting for from him for a long time.
I want to give that album a listen when I'm like ready to give it a listen. I don't want to give it a listen if I'm not really in the mood for it, because then I'm just not gonna like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I have not gotten to ICEMAN. I've seen the discourse though. I saw people arguing about ICEMAN before we even got started. I'm like, I don't know how the fuck that even happened. Like, was ICEMAN in the thumbnail or something?
Listen, man. I don't know why people. This is my thing. If you don't like an artist, just don't listen to the music.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like, just don't. I think it's
anything.
like hate watching in sports. I can definitely understand that, but
okay,
like
that's different though. Yeah,
but like hate listening to something that's weird to me.
Yeah, like I don't watch shows I hate. I don't listen to music that I don't think I'm going to be able to enjoy at that point in my life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get that. That's just so weird to me. Like, this is weird energy for me. But, and even when it comes to hate watching, it's really like, I'm not going to hate watch you until you on the verge of achieving something I would be jealous of when it comes to a sports team. Like, if Pittsburgh about to win a playoff game, I'm hate watching. I'm like, yeah, I need something to go wrong because I don't want them to do that. That would make me jealous. But I don't know. But you said I should give ICEMAN a try?
Yeah, just give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? One listen. You got an hour. We ain't got ain't no football going on. You definitely got an hour.
Man, it used to be like that. It's a full-time 365 now, man.
Damn.
Yeah. I was thinking about it. I was like, I remember when I just used to be able to post a video, just bounce. Ain't like that no more. Ain't like that no more. Boy, it's a full-time job. Blessed though. And we got anything else to talk about? We talked about the NBA. Cavs finally made it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh, we got to talk about the Browns a little bit.
Well, we got to talk about
I see Brown's schedule review right on here.
Okay, yeah, let's get the schedule review out, Curtis, if you can.
You want me to get the schedule out? Hold on, just wait 1 second. If I can figure out a way to do it, unless you know how to do it.
Oh, you asking me to pull up the asset?
Yeah.
No, just read off the schedule. We're gonna review it.
All right. Okay. No. Yeah, you should have said that. But all right.
What you think I brought you on here to
You asked Curtis to do his job. He told you to do it.
Like, you should ask what?
Anyway.
Wait, the OTA starts today?
Yes.
Do we get any?
No, we have not. It's not public. We'll get it on tomorrow.
No. We're not gonna talk about it. Anyway, schedule looks like this. First 2 weeks they're gonna be in Florida. They'll at Jacksonville, at Tampa Bay, home against the Panthers. Week 4 at home against the Steelers for Thursday Night Football. At the Jets, home against the Ravens. At Titans, at Steelers, at Saints. Home against the Texans, and they got a bye for Week 11.
All right, let's stop at the first 2 weeks. So the Florida road trip. I don't think people are appreciating how brutal that could be. I feel like people who have not spent a good amount of time in the South don't understand that hot is inclement weather too, right? Yes. And the reason that all the teams that had domes early on are in the South is because of that damn sun. In Jacksonville, it gets brutal out there in that sun, in that humidity too, in September. And I think Tampa Bay is a little bit better because it's more inland, right, than like Jacksonville is. The worst place is obviously Miami, where it's all in the worst geologic place, and it's designed purposefully to mess with teams. So like on the road in Florida, in that heat, that's going to be interesting, especially with the new offensive line, a new offense, new wide receiver, basically a complete, like you're putting everything together as it goes. That's going to be interesting. And it also begs the question, as much as we're talking about this stupid ass quarterback competition, do you really want to be the one who wins it? Like,
it just depends. Like, it
because
depends.
We know both these dudes gonna play.
You definitely want to be the guy who plays later, though, when everything like gels together and like everybody has like a better understanding of what they're doing.
And you definitely, if I'm Shedeur Sanders, I'm rooting for Deshaun to at least make it to the Texans game. Okay, like after the Texans game, all right, I could jump in, right? But we try to see Shedeur against the Texans.
No, absolutely not. No, you gotta let Deshaun eat that one.
It's gonna be brutal too, bro. Because like, look, they're gonna be doing that watch celebration on them too. They gonna the Texans do not give a fuck. Okay?
That is filled with crash out energy. Black Air Forces all day.
Yeah, they crazy. They're gonna be out there. Every sack, every interception, they're gonna be motivated off the idea of hating on him. Like,
hopefully not too many sacks, but the interceptions, yeah. Hopefully not too many sacks. We're gonna see.
Look, you can get sacked and it not be the offensive line's fault.
That's true. Very true. That's extremely true, actually. It might not be Fano's fault. It might not be Fano's fault.
He should have stayed in that pocket. Okay.
No, you can't be running around on it. You can't be running around.
You can't be running around on Will Anderson. Okay.
No, you can't be running around on them. It's gonna be all bad.
It might not be the O-line fault, bro. We might have to break that tape down and be like, hey man, it's not them.
Title of the video: the Browns' offensive line is nowhere near as bad as you think. It's like
But have to explain. Look, I already know what it is. The good thing about doing this job now, 5-6 years, I now know what I have to explain to people during the season, which is going to be, hey, this is what we call drop depth, right? This is your landmark in the pocket. He's not at his landmark. This is a clean pocket. This is what a clean pocket looks like. I'm going to have to show examples from other teams where guys throw out of clean pockets and show you that this is an acceptable pocket in the NFL. This is somebody abandoning a clean pocket, right? This is somebody blowing their depth and explaining how quarterbacks are largely responsible for their own sacks. Honestly. Like, there's a reason Deshaun still led the league in sacks when he had Laramie Tunsil and then went to the Browns a year removed when they were still the best offensive line in football and then took a ton of sacks. Baker Mayfield's sack numbers have been consistent throughout his whole career. You can have a great offensive line. Like, Joe Burrow's line has got, like, quiet as kept. The Bengals' offensive line has been good for, like, 2 years.
Yeah, they've gotten significantly better.
Like, Joe Burrow's still taking sacks. Okay, that's just going. That number does not change, is what I'm. Even Josh Allen, his sack numbers have never changed, right? That number tends to not change, and I don't anticipate us having like a little bit of amount of sacks. I think we're gonna have a lot of sacks. It's just gonna be we're gonna have to explain. Hey, man, it ain't them. That's 2.5 right there. You should get that ball out. Remember, Shedeur took a sack. Then people were like, "Oh, well, the offensive line should be able to hold up." I'm like, brother, he should have gotten rid of that ball a full 2 seconds ago. It's gonna be a whole thing, and we know that a certain segment of the audience is just not gonna be open to hearing it, right? Like,
unfortunately,
because we went through this with Deshaun, we've went through this with Shedeur. But yeah, like me personally. Maybe it's Taylor Green that get in after the bye week, but I'm trying to be the dude who gets in after the bye week. Okay.
Hey, maybe it's Braden Sorsby. We don't know. We don't know.
It could be wrong.
I don't want to.
I've read every report about that, and I'm like, I understand the concern. I would still throw a 4th round pick at it.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something on here. When when he declares for the supplemental draft, I expect the Cleveland Browns to be all the way in on that.
Yeah.
All the way in on that.
How in I would go? Like,
not a first.
Go in, nobody ever does a first in supplemental.
Yeah, nobody's doing the first. So like, not a first.
Second is about as high as you go in the supplemental draft.
Yeah,
I think you could probably get away with the 3rd if you're Cleveland, because I don't know if anybody's gonna have the balls to do a second. I think a 3rd would be likely to get him. I think a 4th is like, hey, if nobody's playing market value, we'll definitely get him below that. Because his market value is about a 3rd round pick in the supplemental draft. The Browns have, because like the way the supplemental draft works, you have to use your own draft pick. And it's based off of strength of schedule from it's basically the tiebreaker for the draft. So the Browns would have early 3rd, basically, over anybody else.
Except the only team that they would have to worry about in this situation would be the Jets.
Who I don't think the Jets are going to do.
Yeah, I don't think the Jets are going to do it. I think
they're loading up for the top 2 in next year's class.
Which would be the smart thing for them to do, by the way.
Yeah, if I had the resources to try to get Archer or Dante, I would certainly do that.
I would much rather get one of them than the guy who has gambling issues.
Yeah, and who also like played terrible for his last 4 weeks of the season, right? Like, awesome his first 8 weeks of the season. Pretty bad his last 4 weeks. So, like, it's the Ty Simpson thing.
Our friend Corey was like, "Hey man, I understand he played bad like the last month of the season, but like a lot of this wasn't his fault."
I am all okay with taking the swing on it. Like if ultimately they wanted to give it a 3rd, I'd be okay with it. Like it'd be a little rich, but I don't mind them taking a swing because they haven't taken a swing at quarterback since they traded for Deshaun Watson. They've been maintaining a cheap quarterback room. And
I can see them
not
doing
that big of a deal. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
can
they spent
see
a third
them
on-
doing. I can see them doing a second.
You think they could do a second?
I can see them doing this because if they do a second, that pretty much guarantees that you get them.
Yeah. I
I
don't know
can
if I'm
see
that,
them.
I don't know if I'm that enamored with Brendan to be like, I'll do it. I want to, like, that wouldn't feel like Andrew, because Andrew's usually I'll get him, but I'm getting him at the price I want him at.
That would be super aggressive for Andrew. That
Yeah.
if they offered the second, that would be to me. That would signal to me that Andrew is saying like, I really believe in this guy.
Yeah, that's like that guy's gonna start. Like,
Yeah,
if they offered
like,
a second, Brendan
that
Sorsby's
was
gonna
gonna-
start this year. Like,
Yeah,
and that's who
And I
we're
would be
building
like,
around the next few years.
but this is the
Edward?
point I was making. This is the point I was making about the Sorsby thing. If the Browns get ultra aggressive in their pursuit of him, that to me says that you think you're going to win more games than people believe you're going to this year.
They've been screaming that for like the last 3 months.
And if that's the case, then I think you should get ultra aggressive in getting a quarterback. Like getting him now as opposed to the draft gets here and you not in position to really get a good prospect.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're just kind of like spinning our wheels.
I think they think they're closer to Denver than they are to the Jets, right? I think nationally, the perception is the Browns are closer to the Jets than they are to being Denver. I think the Browns think they're not that far off. I mean, I think there's some justified reason to believe that. The big question is what you can squeeze out the quarterback position, and what that effect is on the offense. I will say, like, if you listen to what the Browns have been saying, especially Jimmy Haslam, it's pretty obvious that they think they're better than what most people think they are. Jimmy says, I think we're going to be much better than we were last year. I expect more wins than we had last year, right? You listen to Andrew talk and what Andrew has done. They signed 2 guys who are around 30 to play this year. That's not something you do if you think you're going to suck. You know?
We're talking about Jenkins and Howard.
Well, yeah, Howard, and yeah, I forget that his last name is Jenkins too, right?
Yeah,
But they also brought back Tevin Jenkins, right? On top of that, right? So they're not really signaling that they think they're going to be bad this year, and then hiring Todd over somebody who was much less experienced than Todd. I think there's something there to say that hey, they wanted somebody who could be more ready to go. You know what I mean? Who has more experience. So I think they've been telling us they think they're a lot closer to being competitive than people think they are. And if they made a move for Brendan Sorsby and were aggressive, that wouldn't shock me. Also, you got to think about the situation the Browns are in at the quarterback position. They're just not going to be that bad to get one of the top 2 picks this year. Unless they get catastrophic injury after catastrophic injury, they're probably going to be better than getting the first or second pick in this year's draft. So you got to get creative about how you're going to solve your quarterback problem. You got to look at retreads. You got to look at unconventional options like Brendan Sorsby. You got to look at guys like Brendan Sorsby. You were going to look at Brendan Sorsby anyway because he was likely going to be a mid to late first round guy, right? So yeah, this is where the Browns have to shop for quarterback. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world. We would have loved to walked into the quarterback store and get Fernando Mendoza right off the rack and just run off with that, but we did not have that luxury this year. So now we have to, shop where Denver did to get Bo Nix, shop where Seattle did to get Sam Darnold, right? We got to do some discount, smart shopping. We got to break them coupons out. And we got to figure out how we want to get a quarterback that way. And that's just kind of where they are, So when I see Browns fans turn their nose up at certain options, it's like, hey, man, we don't have that luxury. We might have to do something that sounds a little ugly to figure this out because all the clean options, we're not going to be available for those clean options. You know what I mean? We gotta figure this out a little bit more different.
Yeah, man, I'm not gonna be bitter ways away. Supplemental draft into July? If they even have it. Yeah, so we still got some time before we even get into that.
And honestly, the way that these courts have been folding for the NCAA, because Trinidad Chambers got his eligibility, I don't know if this is gonna hold up and he's actually gonna be out for the whole college football season. You know what I mean?
I don't think they're going to give him his eligibility back.
Yeah, no.
I think they have to have
Turkish baseball. I'm like, sounds like a pretty solid case.
I was like, when I was like getting into the details, they're gonna draw a hard line on the gambling thing, and I think they're going to make an example out of him. Yeah, they're going to make an example out of him for sure. So I'm just like, he's going to be in the NFL this year.
Does the NFL feel compelled to do something with him too?
Oh, that's the $1 million question.
Maybe not. That's why I think his value is going to be third. Ultimately, I think word's going to be out there. Like the NFL is probably going to suspend him.
Yeah, if they suspend him, then you can't give a second. Then you should do a third.
Yeah, I think it's right. I think that's what the street value is going to be a third. And I think you might be able to get away with the fourth. Like if you really want him, give him the third. If you are okay with like not getting him, but you ain't gonna sit by and be like, let somebody get him off like super value. Like, throw that fourth in there. You got 3 of them bitches, so you can use your fourth and still have 2 fourth-round picks next year.
Yeah. I think they could do. I think they could do something like that and be fine.
But like the NFL has to set a precedent. Like that's not like one of these crimes that the NFL takes lightly.
No, they suspended. Who did they suspend for the entire year off that? Who was the wide receiver? Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley, they suspended him for the whole season. The same year that
Deshaun got 11 years.
For committing some very serious crimes. Well, for allegedly being accused of some very serious crimes.
And people yelled at me because I said, I was like, the league's going to always prioritize the integrity of the game over anything else. And people were not happy about that. Not happy about that when I said that. But
I mean, like they don't like the truth. Like that's just what it is.
like they always gonna prioritize you betting on the sport over anything else that the judicial
There's
system
nothing
should be
to
handling.
protect if there is no integrity in the product that they're putting out there. First of all,
this becomes the WWE, and they can't let that happen.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. People bet on people bet on everything now, so maybe it don't matter.
I don't know how people are betting on WWE, but okay.
People bet on things that are obviously riggable. I saw somebody bet on an award show. I'm like, guys,
gotta let people do what they do, bro.
Hey,
gotta let people do what they do.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so that's the big thing. I think he's probably they're probably going to put word out. I really wouldn't think him getting suspended for like half a year would be the worst thing in the world for him, to be honest.
I think there needs to be some kind of punishment, right? Something.
So they'll do something. They'll do something, right?
They got to do something.
And here's the thing.
He was out here wilding, bro. They got to do something.
Here's the thing, too, is like the reason why I don't think his supplemental value is going to be as high as people think. The league's going to put out there that they're probably going to do something, but they're not going to tell you what they're going to do. So there are going to be some teams like, hey, man, what if we draft this guy and he gets fucking banished? Which is going to really drive down the value, right? Which is why I think it is feasible. You can get. I said this on Twitter, I think a couple of weeks ago. People got mad for some reason because people get mad at anything that people say on Twitter now. But it's like, I was like, yeah, I think you could get him with the fourth maybe. And people were like, a fourth? Albert Breer just said he was a first-round pick. I'm like, Albert Breer says shit that the agent sent him. like, of course. He said it. Of course.
Yeah, like, yes.
He also told me Garrett Nussmeier was a first-round pick. Like,
he's not a first round pick in this situation. Like,
no. Nobody has done that. And like, he's not the kind of prospect that will force that. Arch Manning, if he was if Arch Manning decided I don't want to play college football this year, I'm going to jump in the draft. Yeah, he gets a first round supplemental draft pick. Like Bernie Kosar got it because Bernie Kosar manipulated his way to Cleveland, and that's how he could do it. Like nothing. In order for a team to use a first supplemental on you, there has to be nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
Like, think about it like this. Josh Gordon, one of the greatest athletes we have seen play the wide receiver position in recent memory, second round supplemental pick. And all he did was smoke a little bit of weed.
It's not all he did, but hey.
Well, at that point, At that point, all he was doing was smoking weed. Later into his career, he was doing much more worse. But while he was at Baylor, it was just weed.
He's doing a lot.
He met Johnny Manziel and it got crazy.
Yeah, it got
Which, by the way, why the fuck did we draft Johnny Manziel when we had Josh Gordon on the roster?
Horrible decision makers at the time.
Could not imagine.
Horrible decision makers. Something Andrew Berry would. Well, I don't know. I don't think he would do that.
No, Andrew would not draft Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, I don't think he would draft Johnny.
Everything that Andrew Berry values in life, Johnny Manziel spits in the face of. Like preparation.
He would definitely take Josh though. 1,000%.
He would Josh. Like Josh doesn't offend him. Johnny is lazy, and that offends Andrew Berry. like Johnny don't prepare. Like, and the one thing Andrew Berry is prepared. Everybody who ever meets the guy goes, that guy's prepared. Like, they knew to turn down that Cowboys deal before the Cowboys even got off the phone with him. They showed that little clip and they were like, oh yeah, the Cowboys offered 12. And he's like, that's not even close to what we're getting. And they were like, well, what did we throw in at 5? Yeah, we're gonna go a different direction.
We're okay. Thanks.
No hesitation. We knew we were saying no to that before you even called with that bullshit. Nah, it's not gonna happen, right?
Yeah,
but that's not gonna happen. That's. I don't think Andrew drafts Johnny Manziel. Now, yeah, he does take that second on Josh Gordon. Absolutely.
Yeah. No question.
Absolutely.
No hesitation.
Yeah. But maybe he puts Josh Gordon in a better environment to where it doesn't flame out the way it did.
Also possible.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But anything else? Oh, yeah. Do we have any other comments on the schedule?
Man, I don't even really want to get into the schedule until I know for sure who the quarterback is going to be. A lot.
You know, I got a different feeling on that. I don't think it matters who the quarterback is. I don't know. I don't really care who wins this guy. What did you just do, Curtis?
Just get my water. I'm thirsty, man.
Oh, I thought you had caught something, sprayed something on the screen. But my bad. But I just don't think it really matters who's playing quarterback for this team. Because ultimately, we're probably getting pretty mediocre quarterback play regardless. You know what I mean?
I hope it's mediocre.
Yeah. I think the hope for the team is to take so much off the plate of the quarterback that you limit their damage. You know, and we're really just debating about what quarterback can we better limit the damage of. I think this competition is so temporary. Whoever wins this job is not winning some grand statement on what the future is going to be. Deshaun is very unlikely to be here next year. I know they keep trying to tease us with it, but it's extremely unlikely. It's extremely unlikely that the Browns want to do it. It's even more unlikely, in my opinion, that Deshaun wants to do it. If you were him, wouldn't you want to go anywhere fucking else if you had the choice? And he's going to have the choice. So don't think that's going to have any bearing on the future. We could throw and see what Shador has, and maybe he has something, but I think it's going to take him a lot more time to be a playable NFL quarterback than 2 years, you know? I think he's more likely to be on a Geno Smith timeline than he is to just be ready right now. And I think that has to do with the fact that you got to rewrite how he plays in the pocket, and you also have to rewrite how he thinks about football. Because when you watch him play, it's very obvious to me he plays football. How do I put this in a way where I don't piss people off? He plays football in arcade mode. You know what I mean? He be trying to get deep throws. He be trying to get one-on-ones. He be trying to make big plays. He don't play sim mode football where it's I'm gonna get this I'm gonna get to second and 6. Then we gonna get a first. Then we gonna have a nice drive, and we just gonna take what the defense get. He plays arcade mode football. He get out there, he start moving that joystick around, and he start pressing X. Right? He's capable of doing the latter, but he just is more comfortable playing arcade mode. Right? Like the way I compared this, and again, this is gonna piss people off if they don't really hear the context of it. But he kind of like reminds me of how he goes through a defense. It reminds me of like watching people who are really good at Madden play Madden. I'm like, oh, you don't give a fuck about the progression. You're just trying to get a deep throw. like they ran a motion and everything to tell you where that ball should go and when it should go, and you ignored that to throw a 9 to Gage Larvin at the end of the game, right? That's kind of how Shedeur plays football. That's not going to work in the NFL. That could work in college. It's not going to work in the NFL. And in order to rewrite something like that, it takes so long. Like, if we're being honest about that, like you're talking about restructuring how he naturally views a football game. Also, another thing that he's like people don't talk enough about. You know, all the shit bullshit you hear about Shedeur. He pats the ball, all this dumb shit that people want to argue about. For a guy who's played as much football as he has, he's a particularly bad game manager.
Yes.
Like there are some J.R. Smith moments on tape for him where you're like, did he not know what the fucking score was? And that being underlooked, I think it's going to be interesting because if anything gets him benched early, it's that. It's going to be that. That's going to get him benched early. Like he could take a bad sack, but he starts taking bad sacks when they got a lead in the fourth quarter, he's going to be out of there quicker than people think. That has to be rewritten. The playmaking stuff, his vision on playmaking, like when he breaks the pocket and he can like legitimately anticipate these angles and windows that are impressive and make some impressive throws, that's there for him. But in order for any of that to matter, he has to fix all of that other stuff before we can get to that. And I don't think people are being realistic about the timeline or the probability of fixing any of that. Like, I think people just hear that and go, oh, he's hating. It's like, all right. like, I'm trying to be helpful.
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 I see some very big flaws here that could be a problem that you might want to avoid him having. Look, I ain't doing this shit for Dylan Gabriel. I don't even believe in him for 1 second. Like, at least with Shedeur, I'm doing the energy of thinking about it. And trust and believe of all the quarterbacks they have on the roster, I would like for Shedeur to fix his flaws. Like, hey, there's one guy on Twitter who's like, Quincy's on this everybody but Shedeur tour. I'm like, guys, it's not everybody but Shedeur. But it's like, damn, not Deshaun Watson. Okay? Like, please. Please. I am begging you. Okay?
I can't wait for you to hop on the Taylor Green train.
I'm not really on that one either, man. Unless they're running a completely different offense with Taylor Green. Because that man, Curtis, you watch his tape, might be one of the 5 worst progression read guys I've ever seen in my life. Like, straight up.
Hey, when I say he need to play wide receiver, everybody yelled at me.
It might be one of the worst 5 progression read guys I've ever seen. Like, people are talking about his accuracy and fixing it out. Like, it does not matter. He does not know where to throw the football. Like, there was one play. They ran a 4th and 1 play. And it's like, obviously, there's one place you could go with the football on this because they're leaking the tight end out the backside and it hits. They hit it. And Taylor holds the fucking ball. And I'm like, how? What were you looking? You're 6'6". Like, you didn't see him? Like, yeah, I don't think that gets fixed at the next level. If you want to run a strictly all RPO offense and just see how far you could take it for a year, I think you might be able to do something interesting with Taylor Green, but you got to really commit to it. Like, go further than you did with Colin Kaepernick. And I think the thing that's interesting too with him, he's not going to be able to create space athletically. He can take space athletically. So, like, You can't run Lamar plays with them where you put Lamar on the island with somebody and expect him to beat him one-on-one. You got to get Taylor Green in situations where you just get somebody to overcommit and run to that space, kind of like how you had to do with RG3 and Colin Kaepernick. There's just not a whole offense you could put there with him. This is why he fell to the 6th round. And then, yeah, so I don't know if I really am a believer in that. And like I was talking to Mac yesterday about Deshaun Watson. And in order to understand all the Deshaun Watson stuff, you have to give him a little bit of credit. And I don't think people do that in the right spots. And here's what I mean by that. You're hearing right now all the things about Deshaun Watson, right? What have we heard collectively, right? Great. He looks great in the meeting room. He's been great in practice, right? And people are hearing that, be like, oh, he's back. When I hear that, I'm like, he's always been great in the locker room. He's always been great in the meeting room. He's always been great at practice before they're actually playing football. Like all of those things, Deshaun Watson still does that at a high level. He's still a smart guy when it comes to the game of football. He's still a quick enough processor to look good in a meeting room when you're slowing it down to 50% speed. He's still knowledgeable enough to know about NFL defenses, especially more than a rookie or a second-year player would. And he's not like he's cooked, in my opinion, but you're not going to find that out when a guy's in short and T-shirts throwing on 7-on-7s with nobody chasing him. You know what I mean? So, of course you're hearing all this stuff about Deshaun Watson because what? If Deshaun Watson's a 10-year vet who played at a high level once in his career, he should be more impressive than Shedeur Sanders in the meeting room, who, from what we know, allegedly, is not very impressive in the meeting room. Right? Like, that's been the one thing we've heard consistently about him. So, yeah, it makes sense that I'm hearing all this stuff about Deshaun. It's just, if Deshaun plays football, that's been the problem, right? The problem has not been that he's not mentally capable of playing the game of football, or that he's stupid and forgot, or he just got amnesia and forgot all of his ability to play football. He has that knowledge there. He just can't perform it anymore. So once we get to the part to where Deshaun has to play football, that's where all this shit starts to go away. And that's where I'm at with it. I don't think this is anything new. Deshaun looking good in the meeting room. Okay, he looks good in practice. I was talking to Daniel Fuisi about it. It's like we felt this way before about Deshaun, right? It's always when he has to play football where we start to go, what the fuck? Because like it's one thing to do it in a meeting room. It's one thing to do it when nobody's rushing you. But all of a sudden, now you got to make those thoughts. You got to have those same thoughts, that same process when you get in rush. It's different. And that's what's always been bad with Deshaun in Cleveland. Even the year he was all right in 2023, his process was still slow. His ability to execute that process was still not what it used to be. So, yeah, I mean, like, we're going to hear great stuff about Deshaun in May. Are we going to hear it after joint practice? Probably not.
You over here making the case for Brendan Sorsby. You don't even know it. You said you over here making the case for Brendan Sorsby. Don't even realize it.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I'm like they can't ignore Brendan Sorsby because they're not going to feel good about Deshaun once they get to football. Okay, like they can't ignore any of this. They can't act like they have anything on this roster right now. Because right now you're not confident about what you're seeing from your young quarterback enough to not be pumping out this Deshaun Watson stuff, which is concerning. So it's like, what's stopping you from throwing a third or a fourth at Brandon Sorsby?
Nothing.
And if it doesn't work out, okay. Like, what? It's just another name on the back of the jersey. Who gives a fuck? That's the thing that cracks me up. I just don't want the Brawls to fail again. I don't care, dog. Fail until you find one.
Yeah, like, you keep trying until you get a quarterback in here.
Yeah. If you think Brendan Sorsby is a guy you think you could commit to for the next couple of years, go for it. Who am I to stop you? Like, sure.
There is no quarterback on this roster that should stop you from adding another quarterback.
It's been that way for 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is.
Go
Like,
get
you
me
took
Brendan
the-
Torsby. Who
You
cares?
took the swing. You missed on Deshaun Watson. You want to take another swing? You think Brendan's the guy to do it, and you've done your research. Okay, commit to the swing, but go for it if you want to go for it. You know what I mean? Because, like, what? Am I going to cry that we didn't get to see the last year of Deshaun Watson in Cleveland? I don't give a fuck about seeing Deshaun Watson this year. Like, some people are going to be upset that Shador doesn't get a chance, but, like, Shador got a chance last year. He got more of a chance than most other fifth-round picks got to start last year. So, is what it is, man. It's results-based business.
It is what it is.
All right, let's get to them supers, Curtis.
Let's speed run them too. If you're trying to get me to watch this movie,
I know. What's Curtis doing? Taking a shit?
No. Heard a noise. Heard noise. I didn't know what it was. All right, let's see.
You thought somebody was about to rob you?
Hey man, if someone wants to rob me, man, don't rob me, man. I don't have much. Don't do that.
That'd be crazy. They stole your iPad on stream.
If somebody want to rob me, please don't rob me, man.
Like, come on.
That'll stop him.
That's definitely gonna stop him, Curtis.
Oh boy.
All right, let's get through these.
Queuing up some Damo jokes about robbing Curtis in the fucking group chat.
We're not even gonna bring that up anyway.
I'm gonna rob him of all his milk. Okay, Curtis. Okay, Dom.
Okay, Domo. Thank you, Domo. Appreciate it.
Okay. Thumbs up.
All right. Anyway, this is from George
The
Barson.
infamous ignore in the group text until Max sends an article.
Pretend like we didn't even see it. Pretend like we didn't even see it.
Did you know that Casey Concepcion changed his number?
We be in the chat ignoring the shit out of them.
Oh man. All right, this is from George Barson. He says, "How about them Cavs, baby? Screw the Knicks. Still won on the road tonight. Dean Wade putting Brunson in the torture chamber soon." I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident when he had a comment like this against the Pistons, we lost game 1. So, yeah.
Hey man, if Dean Wade beats the Knicks in New York, I need to see them videos of Knicks fans reacting. Like, if we're thinking about the funniest Cavs players that could get hot in this series, Dean Wade is absolutely the funniest.
Yeah,
Like,
Dean Wade.
because also it would be so effective. Like,
You'd be like, what the fuck is Dean Wade?
Like, if Dean Wade outplays OG Anunoby, like,
oh man, yeah, they're gonna melt down. We gotta see that. They're gonna melt down.
Oh, don't let Jared Allen outplay Cat too. Like,
Oh, that might be good. All right, this is from Rex
Jared
Fortune.
get one of them dunkers on Cat, and then he start like, they gonna be mad, boy. They gonna be mad. And then Cat sitting there like, I got hit in the eye.
What's the next one, Curtis?
Right.
The
next two are from Rex Fortune. So long as the Super Soak Sam Merrill can snipe threes, I think we can beat the Knicks.
We're not going with that nickname.
Yeah, we gotta come up with a different nickname.
Yeah,
Definitely
I don't like that either. I don't like that at all.
Oh my God.
Like, whoa. Like, okay, Embiid is now the only all-NBA player to never make an Eastern Conference Final in 40 years. Now watch people react weirdly when Spider gets a new deal this summer.
So this is my issue with the Donovan Mitchell contract, right? Extending him, great. Giving him $70 million? I don't know. Do not know.
I'm gonna just worry about it when it happens.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. They still played in the playoffs. We ain't got to get into it.
Yeah,
We ain't in the off season yet.
Yeah, we ain't got to get into it yet.
Q is frozen for some reason. We'll figure it out. Oh, no, he's not. This is from Rex Fortune again. Rasheed Rice now has to spend 30 days in jail, all because he's
for weed. Smoking some weed. Crazy.
weed.
How do you get caught smoking weed?
He was on probation.
Yeah, he's on probation. They tested him. Got hit. Got popped.
Okay, when I saw that, it was presented as if he got arrested and he was just caught smoking weed. I'm like, how do you get caught smoking weed by the police?
Probation officer. Random drug test. They get you sometimes.
I mean, but you on probation though. You know they test. You on probation and you in the NFL.
Hey man, it is what it
so
is.
Like you used to being on probation because the NFL basically got probation rules. And he in probation in the NFL?
I don't know if he's in probation. I don't know if
he's not in the drug program.
I don't know if he's in drug.
No, he's just in the domestic violence program, right?
Yeah, I don't think he's in the drug
program.
Well,
no, he got a DUI. Did you get a DUI?
Do they put you in the drug program for a DUI?
It's all substance abuse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hold on, wait. Yeah, I thought he got a driving, the whole driving incident. Was he drunk or something like that?
No, he hasn't been charged with the DUI, but he did plead guilty to that little car crash that happened 2 years ago. That was it.
They were unable to prove he was intoxicated because he fled the scene. But he didn't get suspended for that?
No, he did. I think he did. I gotta look it up because
I imagine he's on the substance abuse plan policy for the NFL.
I'm trying to look because he's had a lot of legal issues. Yeah, he got suspended for the 2025 season, which was last year.
What was that under?
For the criminal convictions for that street race that he did.
So he might have avoided the substance policy, but I think once you get suspended, they start drug testing you more anyways.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, this one is from Ray Rags. I saw a side-by-side of that Wemby shot and the Curry shot in this exact same situation. The moving mid-range brick the same way down the court in the same spot on the floor he made the shot from. That's crazy.
What Dame say? I'm shooting that bitch right here. Shot that bitch. I'm shooting this bitch right here. Paul George I know he ain't about to shoot this. Bro, you ever seen a cut up of both of them talking about that shot? Because Dave was yeah, I got the ball right there. And I just looked at the clock and I was I'm shooting this bitch right here. And then he didn't cut to Paul George. Paul George I'm waiting for him to make his move. I'm looking at the clock. I'm he about to shoot this bitch. So if you watch the video, I jumped early. He jumps early. He actually prepared for it. Covered that three as good as you can. And he was I looked back, watched it come down. And I was damn, he made that bitch.
Hey, Curtis. Hey, speed run through these super chats because we just got one and it's going to be funny when we get to it.
All right. Because I did see it. We're not going to bring it up now.
No, we ain't going to bring it up now.
The Browns-Bucks games will come down to Baker. He either throws for 375 and 3 TDs or 125 and 3 INTs.
Hopefully the latter.
Yeah, same.
Now he going to give us something very mid. That's the thing. People underestimate Baker's propensity for mid. That Panthers game we played him in. He wasn't terrible. He wasn't good. He was mid in that game. I think Baker going to give us some top, especially at the beginning of the season, some top tier mid. It's going to be some top tier mid. And it might not matter because the Browns probably aren't going to win that game.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, Ray Rags has said the Pistons should lose so much sleep wasting the 40-point game from Cade.
Oh, sold the 40 piece.
We sold the 40 piece. All series, bro. Cade can get 40. Duncan Robinson can't get 20. Okay. They stopped 28% for three in that game. It's all right, man, we'll live with the 40 from Cade. That was tough.
That was tough.
But we can beat that.
This is from Ray Rags again. I would like an apology from this pod. I was trying to tell you guys when they made the trade that this was about Harden will be available to play come playoff time more than Garland will be.
Hey, Ray, well, you're right. You're right.
Hey, man.
We sorry, Ray. We sorry.
My bad. I apologized about James Harden though, months ago. Like,
No, Ray wanted a personal apology from the pod. He's like, I don't care about what you said on your. I don't care what you said in the video. I need a personal apology.
you
For
want this
this.
video to be dear Ray Rags. We was wrong.
We sorry.
Cole and Curtis.
We sorry, Ray. We sorry.
We apologize. Damn. All right, this is from
Hey,
Brandon.
you were so close to not getting one because we were about to strangle James Harden for 2 games. In this season, bro. I was so mad, bro. I was actually mad at Chuck for like 2 days because James Harden was selling. I'm like, Chuck sold me on this bullshit. Is this what James doing? I was so hot until game 3, bro. I was mad. I'm like, man, what the fuck, James?
He's about to cuss Chuck out in the chat.
He was like, damn, man, Harden not playing good. I'm like, you the one told me it was gonna be different.
Oh, man.
Oh shit. What's the next one, Curtis?
Next one is from Brandon Hone Peterson 1024. Excited about the response that Jay and Evan will have against Cat and Mitch. Also, are we getting Jalen in the rotation this series?
That's up to Jalen, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, pretty much.
You need to chill out.
Jalen and Sawyer Thompson would just rock, paper, scissors who can get the dumbest fucking fouls.
He just does dumb shit on defense, bro. And I'm just like, come on, man. It's not the time. And then he got an attack too. He got an attack the last time he played when he did that double foul. He got an attack afterwards, and Kenny was like, nope. Absolutely not.
He got bored. You can see Donovan be like, hey, what the fuck you on?
Yeah. But we trying to win. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah. All right.
That's the thing about Jalen, though. You know, he get 2 good games. He might get 20 minutes for the rest of the series, though.
I don't want him in the series to be. I don't want him playing.
I don't
series. He might
think
get
you want
way
him
too
with
emotional.
Bridges.
He might get way too emotional, and especially in New York. Like, nah, yo,
might punch Jalen Brunson or something.
Nah, he ain't gonna punch Jalen Brunson. Who would be the person on the Knicks that would get punched?
Deuce McBride.
Deuce
McBride.
Yeah, it was funny watching like the Pistons and Cavs really don't like each other. And like you could tell because like everything they were contesting shit that didn't need to be contested before the whistle. You would just like look at Duncan Robinson and like James Harden before the ball gets like put in play, and you just wobbling against each other the whole fucking time. We're like, hey, none of this necessary. Like the James Harden stare at Jalen Duren was hilarious too, because Jalen Duren was trying to scare James Harden, and James was like, "I've dealt with worse."
He is absolutely dealt with worse.
Yeah. He was like, I dealt with DeAndre Jordan. You don't scare me. I've dealt with Kyrie during COVID. Okay. Like, I promise you don't scare me. Like,
what's the next one?
All right, this is from Brandon again. Side note, Wemby traumatized OKC. No, I think he traumatized Chet because
he traumatized Chet specifically.
Hey, you know you done had you a game when you look over at that opponent bench and they all they staring into nothing. Like nobody's talking. Like sometimes you beat a team, they chatting, they still like in good spirits. Oklahoma City looked like they just watched somebody get shot. Okay. Like that's what they look like. They were just like, what happened, bro? Like, but it was no joking, no laughing, no game plan. It was just like, no, this really fucking happened. Like, did we really just lose game 1? And then Chet looked like a man who's like, I don't know what I did to this man. Okay. Because like if you check, it seems like he got nothing to do with this beef. Wemby just decide I'm a beef with you.
All right, next one.
And I'm gonna beef with you like you stole something from me.
What's the next one, Curtis?
All right, next one's from Ray Rags. The Cavs just started playing 4-on-4 when Asar Thompson was on the floor. They just sat in the corner and bet they could win the 4-on-4, and they were right.
They were extremely right. Unbelievably right. Should have been doing this early on in the series.
Hey, bro, it's all right. You gonna have to start putting a 1-inch lift in your shoes so you can be 6'8". You want to watch a lot of Charles Barkley. You have to gain about 35 pounds. Okay.
That, or you need to shoot 200 threes a day.
I don't think it matters how many threes he shoots a day, Cole. He's not gonna make it. Like you can't just get you could get better. You could go from 35 to 38. You ain't about to go from 18 to 35. This shit ain't happening. He's never gonna be a good 3-point shooter. What he can be is a good finisher. You know what he do real well? Cut to the rim. Like, cut and catch. That was when he was annoying, right? Them back cuts. Hey, can you shoot foul shots, Asar? That's what I need you to do. Okay. You need to become the big Thompson twin. Okay. Like
the big Thompson twin.
Yeah. Because if both y'all ain't gonna make it at 210, man. I'm sorry. Somebody gotta tell you this. Somebody in your life gotta tell you this. You are a power forward. Okay.
What's the next one, Curtis?
Next one is from Ray Rags.
Watch that Clint Capella tape, brother.
Next one's from Ray Rags again. We need to celebrate they finally let Evan get more than 13 shots in a playoff game. He had 14 once and 15 once. LOL.
Wow. Miracle. Look at all the good things that happen when he could actually shoot the ball.
It was nice to see.
It was nice. Maybe they should keep doing it.
Yeah. It's crazy what our record is when Jared and Evan get involved. I was talking about it literally before Game 7. I'm like, man, we're a different team when we get Jared and Evan involved. And then it took Dan Gilbert to say that to Kenny to be like, yeah, we should get Jared involved. Hey, bro, however you got here, I don't care. Just make sure you stay there, right? Like them damn 11-man rotations. However we got to the place where we stopped running 11-man rotations, I don't care, bro, as long as we get there.
Hey man, get your top 8 and roll with your top 8, please. Thank you.
Thank God.
Just
we were still playing 11 people. Like deep into this series, I think it was up till Game 5 where we finally stopped playing fucking 11 people.
It's ridiculous.
That's all. We played what's his name? Thomas Robinson, Thomas Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get minutes in this series, intentional minutes at some point. Come on, y'all.
Just dumb. It's just dumb.
The only time we should see Thomas is when somebody do some cool shit, and Thomas right there, A+ bench member. Yeah, you know what, Thomas? You know when you see Thomas when you call timeout, he the first one on the floor to to get you some dap in a pound. That's what I need Thomas Bryant to do. Okay. Argue with them refs for a foul. Let's get to the next super.
Right. Next one is from Cosme Clate 9416. Has anyone ever seen Black History Month JA and Game 7 JA in the same room?
I have not.
No. I mean, it's almost impossible. Unless there's a lockout or something. Can we make the finals happen in February?
Hopefully. What's the next one, Curtis?
All right, next one is from Ray Rags, who's just trashing this ICEMAN album. ICEMAN is so ass. He was so boring. He was just acting like a big baby, not letting shit go. Out of 43 songs, I got 4 that are tolerable, and they're all on Maid of Honor.
But you might as well read all the Ray Rags. Get to get all the Ray Rags. The next one's
that's crazy. Ran to Atlanta was a huge disappointment, and Molly Santana's feature was so bad. The second half was too hard for the radio was ass, and there was way too many beat switches, and some didn't even make any sense. Then he follows it up with, there were so many horrible bars from him. Ironic because the Iceman was a nice man. Now I'm hot and cold. That's so bad.
I'm not gonna lie. That is easily the worst bar. Easily the worst bar on the album.
No, it's funny though because like Drake has always given you like 3 bars like that in every album where you're like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, I forgot what it was, but it was one song in there. He was like, yeah, I got something like a Blues Clue. And I was like, man, we let this motherfucker get away with this bullshit. We really do. Like Drake, people catch it now because like there's enough people that don't like Drake to be willing to say it. But there was a time where he would say some shit like that. Everybody would be like, no, that's hot. What you mean?
All right. Then he says,
we was in the club singing, why you doing this at Cheesecake? You know I let it go there. Like, we really just let him get away with shit.
Hey, no, we not slandering.
It's a place for families to drive Camrys and go to Disney. They don't need to know. No, we said that at the top of our fucking lungs.
And I'll do it again. I'll do it right now.
At 2 a.m. Like my generation of people cannot be like, oh man, somebody let Drake slide. We let Drake slide on all of this shit, bro. Like,
Child's Play is an amazing song. I do not care. I don't care about nothing you was talking about.
We was in the club saying that shit, singing it like it meant something, and we was drinking green apple Ciroc. All right,
then he says, I reserve the shit like I'm in.
And then we still be like, these young people don't know what it's like to be like us. We have more fun. And
damn, Q, let him finish the super chat, Q. He was trying to read this line for like 5 minutes.
Go ahead.
Okay, let me say. He said, I'll reserve the shit like I'm indigenous. Come on, man. You can do better than that.
What? He said what?
I reserve the shit like I'm indigenous.
All right. Then he's trying to backtrack. He said, I lied. It's the 3 that I got that are enjoyable are 3 of the first 4 on Maid of Honor. Whole phase, road trips, and cheetah print without the sexy red part. I won't defend them by saying they're good though.
I haven't listened to Maid of Honor at all, so I don't know.
No, I don't get how you hate ICEMAN, but you like Maid of Honor. Like, come on, man. I haven't listened to Maid of Honor yet, but I've heard the cheetah print song. I'm like,
I just don't think I like Drake anymore, man. Like, that's what I'm getting out this conversation.
Hey, listen, I love Honestly Nevermind. That is one of my favorite Drake albums. Like of recent, I love.
You know what it was when I started noticing the Drake bars? It was that fucking album with 21 Savage. That's where I started noticing. Bars. Yeah, it was that album with 21. It wasn't a bad album. I just remember like there were several songs in there where I heard Drake say something. I was like, I gotta cut to something else. And maybe that's just like that was just where my road ended with Drake. Like. Because I never even listened to all the dogs, all that, like everything he dropped after that. I was like, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie though. I like house music. Like I listen to K-Tronado all the time. So that's why I like. Honestly, Nevermind. I'm probably gonna like Maid of Honor a lot when I actually get into it. But what's the next one, Curtis?
All right, this is from Kyraz. ICEMAN is solid. I don't like the R&B stuff, but if you're saying it's garbage, you're probably a hater. Sorry, just say you don't like Drake.
He got another one right after that.
And then he says, Johnny Manziel jump scare, stop, I need a warning.
Hey man, Drake associate. Johnny Manziel.
He was hyping it too. He was hyping it on Twitter for sure.
Draft Day, Johnny Manziel. His whole fucking song.
Hey, Draft Day was hard too.
We drafted that whole song. We had A. Wiggins and Johnny Manziel for like 2 months.
Yeah.
Then LeBron came back. Let that man out the letter. Said didn't have a dog in him. Like, it was I love Anderson Varejao. I'm like, damn. Like,
you know he loved Andy
Dion Waiters, but he don't want you. Like,
insane.
He got rid of Dion though. You ever hear Richard Jefferson's story about that?
No.
He was like, yeah, we were asking guys to do stuff, and then they weren't doing stuff, and then Dion was gone. It's like.
All right, last 2. This is from Batter Up 9777. Cole piping up them trash bars way too much.
Hey, no, he was taking shots at Bron. He was talking to Bron, dog. He was talking to Bron. I don't care.
Do to respond. Does Bron gonna have to rap? Like,
ain't nothing he can do.
Bron
that's kind of fucked up. You gonna respond to somebody in a form that they can't respond to?
Listen, it is what it is.
It is what it is. This last one's
inner
from
Kobe stan and Kobe will never not somewhat hate Bron. Okay, that's what it is. That man done played for his team longer than he done played for anybody, and then the second he hears some Bron slander, he like, yeah, that's it. That feel like home to me. Like, LeBron go to a different team this off season. He gonna be like, yeah, we should boo him when he come back. LeBron touch that ball, boo. I'm like, y'all ain't even want him to stay.
What's the last one, Curtis?
Because I don't know if he can come back to Cleveland anymore.
He probably gonna end up back in the Lakers, to be honest with you.
Oh man, he should just retire. Don't nobody want to see no more. Don't nobody want to see him play with the Lakers no more, man. I think that's the thing. After like 2021, everybody tired of watching him play on the Lakers, even Laker fans.
I mean, I think he should go back to the Cavs, but we'll see what he does.
Don't nobody want to see him play on the Lakers no more, man. We all tired of it. Let that man go play for the fucking. Who can he play for? Would that be the Knicks? That wouldn't make any sense, but sure.
Hey, but he can't. He can do one of three things. He has to re-sign with the Lakers. He has to go back to Cleveland, or he needs to retire.
What about go back to the Heat?
No. Nobody wants to. He wouldn't do that anyway.
Heat fans just don't like them.
He wouldn't go back there anyway.
Yeah,
he talking about going to Golden State, and don't nobody hate LeBron more than Golden State fans.
Yeah, like come on. If he puts a Warrior jersey on, I'm knocking him down at least 3 spots in all-time ranking.
He just needs to retire, man. You know what I mean? Because if he goes to another team, they're gonna have to put him in that goddamn wash montage where they be playing outstanding. And it's Paul George like this. like I would just retire, man. Like right now they can't do that to you because you want to ring with the Lakers. But if you go to like the Grizzlies, it's gonna feel real washed. Like,
extremely washed. But hey, what's the next one, Curtis? What's the next one?
This is from Diane. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. This says this is for you, Q. This doesn't look like one more conference to me. Quincy, why aren't you working on your cosplays? We have con this week.
What cosplays you doing? What cosplays you doing, Q?
Cosplay. You know what I mean? I thought of one, but I forgot it.
You're not doing no. You gonna go to the con and not cosplay?
Yeah, don't give me no anime suggestions. But if y'all got some actual suggestions for me, throw them out there.
Is it Momo? Isn't it an anime convention?
Yeah,
it's an all-round one. It's an all nerd convention. You know what I mean? Video games, tabletop games. There's definitely a large anime presence, but they got like Mario Kart there too. It's just like general nerd shit.
Just buy like a Super Mario Brothers costume or something.
I ain't trying to do nothing generic.
Just wear a Super Mario Bros. T-shirt.
If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna reference an obscure wrestler or something like that. You know what I mean?
Why can't you just be normal?
I normally go normal, but she want me to do a cosplay.
I'm like, just go get like a costume and just like go have fun.
I'm not about to do that. I'm either gonna go dress normal or do something, a reference that I'm proud of. I'm not about to go half-ass. Can't do that.
I don't do half-ass if you get a costume.
If I go out the party city and get like a weak ass, like that's half-ass. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it and try to be impressive. You know what I mean?
Oh, do a cyberpunk and pick a cyberpunk character and do that.
This shit is in 3 days, brother.
You ain't got no time. You ain't got no time.
Yeah, if I can't go to Goodwill and make it, might get a food jersey and be Jamal.
You might have to do the Party City. You might have to go to Party City route for real.
I'm just gonna go up there in a regular fit.
Now, your sister gonna be over there dressed up, ready to go. You just gonna be
because my sister wanted us to go as Greg and Janine. But I'm like, I don't pull off Greg. Okay.
Oh, Greg and Janine from Abbott?
Yeah, with me.
That would have been dope. That could have been dope.
But I can't pull off Greg. I ain't got that build. Greg built like a wide receiver. I'm built like running back. Right? Like it's just two different Two different bodies.
You just gotta get like a cardigan, something like that. Get a cardigan.
You know how terrible a cardigan looks on me. Okay,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
You got to be like narrow to pull off a cardigan. You wide, you wear a cardigan. It look like one of them wide V-neck shirt women wear. Like,
plus Greg and Janine are dating, and then like y'all are siblings, so it's a little.
Yeah.
All right, last one from Ray Rags. Cole spent the last 10 minutes of the space talking shit on Bron.
King Booker and Charmel. That's what we should do. Ain't no way she gonna go for that though. Like,
I had an anime one. I had an anime one that would be good for y'all, but you said no anime references, so
unless it's like the Boondocks.
Hey, y'all could do Huey and Riley.
That would have worked.
Y'all could have done Huey and Riley for real.
She's not gonna wear no boy cosplay.
Oh, she not with it?
Nah, she's not gonna do that.
She could be who was Tom's daughter?
Jasmine.
Jasmine, yeah, she could be Jasmine.
She definitely ain't doing that.
Why not? Why
I'll
not?
tell you after the show.
Okay. Oh man.
No.
She said you could be Uncle Ruckus.
All right, now you paying for your own sparkling ices. If you keep talking, you gonna be paying for your own hot pockets this weekend too.
Oh, you could be Uncle Ruckus is crazy. You don't got the you ain't got the complexion of Uncle Ruckus.
I can't pull that off. The complexion's a big part of that one.
Yeah, you can't be. You ain't got the complexion of York Knicks.
Where you know what? Remember when Twitter like 2 years ago kept on suggesting I look like people I do not look like? Where are y'all at now?
No, we had Mac Perry in our space, in the Cavs space, and people was like, I thought he was in.
No, me and Mac have some similarities. You know what I mean?
Yo, I'm about to say, y'all do low-key favor a little bit.
We part of the same brotherhood. Okay.
He in the Blazer Brotherhood?
I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't know. I've never asked. But when I see him, I'll be like, right.
Wait, what you be doing?
You know what I mean? He'll just get the head nod. He get the
Hey, someone please clip that. Someone please clip that. Please. Ray, I know you're still in here, bro.
Let the Browns get Kyler Murray. You gonna see me at training camp. What's up, man? Yo, all right, man, go get him.
Please clip that dog. Oh, we gonna get so much run out of that one. Oh man! Don't let the Cavs sign Rui.
Oh, let the Cavs get Rui.
First thing I'm posting.
We out here.
That's the first thing that's going on my Twitter, bro.
I'm gonna just start tweeting Japanese characters and Rui on the team making threes.
No, don't do that because I'm gonna start doing it, and then people gonna hit the Google Translate.
You can't do it.
People gonna hit the translate, and it's gonna get real. It's gonna get real ignorant.
You can't do that.
I've done it, but I've literally done it before. I'm not gonna lie. I've sent tweets in Spanish and just everything.
You can't join me on this journey, Cole.
Who said? Why you closing the borders?
I'm sorry. I didn't see black people be too irresponsible with Japanese characters before.
but you know me, bro. I ain't gonna take it that far.
Remember the Jeremy Lin, Kenya Martin beef? And Jeremy Lin was like, Kenya Martin was like, you know what you are. You should have had dreadlocks. And Jeremy Lin was like, I would think you would understand this as a man who has Chinese tattoos on his shoulder.
I was like, hey man, he got a point.
Ain't heard from Kenyan since.
I'm like, look, he got a point, man. He got a point. He just got a point. That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, we got to get the super chats.
No, that was it.
we good. That was
we
it.
done.
No, the worst was when I was in college and people were like thinking about getting these rising sun Japanese tattoos.
No, I know about that. I know about that 100%. There are way too many light skinned women who have that tattoo.
Yeah, I'm like, no,
oh, I was like, y'all know, that's like the Nazi flag.
Like, man, think about what that flag was associated with.
I was like, man, that's the worst thing you can get. And
so
you black with that, like, why you just going out your way to do it?
There's a non-insignificant amount of people who got that tattoo and then also got into Korean culture. And let me tell you, you should never show that tattoo to a Korean person. Like,
no, never.
Ooh, good.
Whatever happens to you after that happens.
I
fully just
great shame.
fully justified. Let me tell you, fully justified.
That'd be funny though if we get Rui and Rui's like starting to sell and somebody does a seppuku joke. I'm like, hey, we can see.
Hey, I'm just gonna tell you right now, brother. I post that meme a lot. And you might
JB post that, and he said somebody had to commit seppuku at halftime, and I had to look up who he was talking about. I'm like, please don't let it be somebody Japanese.
Hey, brother, I'll just say this. Please don't look at my tweets if Rui is on the Cavs and he has a bad game. Pure ignorance.
People start hating on Rui. I'm like, this feels charged.
I'm like, save it.
When Dylan Gabriel was playing badly, and then people was yelling at me like I was a Dylan Gabriel supporter, and I'm like, what makes you think that?
And they left you alone.
I'm like, what? He's like, oh, but your boy, look at what your boy doing. I'm like, what makes you think that? like you think the little man, you think the guy I call little man on Twitter is my guy? Like,
why do you believe that?
Like, what drew you to this conclusion? Like,
it's a little interesting.
Dylan Gabriel? What do we have in common?
And you be so offended when he get his Asian bag. He be so offended. Oh shit! Oh man!
Question. What's up with y'all? Like,
somebody in the pod, man. Oh,
that shit was hilarious. I was like, really got nothing in common with Dylan Gabriel. Somebody just thought I was Samoan. Like, don't even realize that might not be the same thing. Like,
oh man.
What's it like to be Mason Graham? Because you know that's his best friend, Dylan Gabriel.
Is that his best friend?
Yeah, he from out there.
What,
he from out west Cali. Yeah, he from out west Cali. His parents moved to Hawaii. They kick it with Dylan. His parents.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like they cool. Like they cool in real life. Like,
oh, that's got to be kind of rough for him.
Yeah, I be wondering like, yo, what Mason be saying to him? Cause that's his boy.
It's rough.
It'd be rough. You like, hey man, I'm doing great. You gonna get your shot? Like, don't worry about it. Like that's the worst place you got to give somebody advice. You are not in a position to give them advice about because you have not been in their spots before. Like,
yes,
keep working.
Keep working. That's
keep
crazy.
Your head up, man. Like, all right, let's do our shout outs. Let's get out of here.
Shout out to the anime community. Hey, you know what? Shout out to everybody going to con, man. Shout out to everybody going to con because cons are fun. They really are. Yeah, they're fun. They're a good time.
And look, even if you're not into anime, you can have fun at a con because they got a bunch of video game stuff there. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, always. You can always have.
They
fun.
always be having like the free to play video game shit that you could just walk up and do whatever.
And the retro, they be selling all the retro games and everything when you go there. Like, yeah, it'd be dope. Shout out Steel Toe Gang. Shout out Cavs fans, of course. We are absolutely not saluting Knicks fans. Shout out to all the Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, DoorDashers, Instacarters. Shout out Tony Pesta, you know. Shout out the gang.
It's pasta now.
Oh, it's pasta now. It's pasta now. Okay.
You don't remember the Knicks fans was beefing with them?
Oh, called him Tony Pasta. Yeah, I forgot about
Tony Pasta guy.
They was on his head, man. Hey, shout out to everybody who covers the Cavs because they in for it.
I hope Tony get to beat Timothy.
It's gonna be funny. But yeah, that's all I got. What y'all got?
Curtis,
you go first.
All right, man. I want to shout out. Let's see. Shout out people who make useful tutorials on like short form video. I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? When a motherfucker need to learn how to fix something, and you got like a 90-second video on how to fix something, it's really useful. It's really helpful. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to Cole. Shout out to Curtis. Curtis, clap it up for Curtis, y'all. We forgot to clap it up for Curtis in this one. Yeah, clap it up, man. As always, contractually obligated. Shout out to John Rivers. You know what I mean? Big shout to John, right? Y'all hit Barry the Hatchet yet, man? What's it gonna take to end the beef?
He got to retire from Twitter. He got to leave. Go out.
Oh no! He can't retire from Twitter.
Yes, that's the
he can't
only
retire
way
from Twitter.
that this city can go on in peace. That's the only way.
You blamed him for the Cavs losing a series that they did not lose, though. So, like, isn't the reverse true?
Okay, fair enough.
So, John Rivers has gotten us through 2 rounds of the playoffs.
Yeah, man, leave John alone, bro. Oh, shout out to school bus drivers and shout out Browns fans, obviously.
Big shout out to school bus drivers. Shout out to maintenance workers, the ones that actually show up when you put a work order in. You know what I mean?
I can feel it. You got another rant coming. I can
tell. No, I'm good. My maintenance people good. I'm just saying, like, you know, I don't want to shout out all of them.
I'm about to say, come on, man. Oh yeah, shout out Drake fans. Shout out Kendrick fans.
Hold on.
Don't do that.
I'm not shouting out Drake fans.
But most important of all, shout out Future fans.
I mean, okay, we can shout out Future fans, but Drake fans. Nah, some weird motherfuckers in that group, man. It's some people I definitely don't fuck with in that group. Some strange folk in that Drake stan group. Did you see them? How they was acting on that sculpture?
No.
Yeah, I'm not kicking it with those people. But shout out to union workers. Shout out to Garbage Man. Shout out to people who work with hazardous materials, you know.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Bros, you know what I mean? Shout out to truck drivers.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to people. Shout out to everybody on the highway who does not drive a Tesla. Because have y'all noticed these Tesla drivers have been crazy the last few years?
Right.
Every time I almost see an accident, it's always a Tesla. Y'all be driving nuts. So, you know what I mean? Get y'all shit together. Then I can shout you out. But that's it for Q and Cole. Make sure y'all all check out that subscribe button. If you're watching the replay, make sure you stay notified so you know when we drop. Curtis, you're up.
Man,
thought you was about to get out scot-free, didn't you?
Yeah, he did. He
was getting ready to press the button.
Let me get him out. Shout out Arsenal, man.
No, Star Thompson. No,
Oh yeah, shout out Arsenal, bro. Shout out Arsenal.
Got over it.
Where's Arsenal at? Like, I don't know
North
anything
London.
about them. North London.
Yeah, shout out Arsenal, man. Got over
Damn, London's that big? They
Yeah,
got a north and south.
yeah.
Yes.
Finally got over the hump, man. Shout out Arsenal. Let me retweet that too, by the way, bro. Like, shout out Arsenal, dog.
Who the best player on Arsenal?
I think it's either Bukayo Saka or somebody else.
I was about to say Saka.
Wait. Osaka?
No, but Bukayo,
Saka, not no.
thought you said
You
Osaka.
thought you had another one.
I didn't know we was out there playing soccer like that. You know.
Oh, gotta
We
shout
only
out.
do baseball.
Oh yeah, we staying with the Premier League. Shout out Spurs fans because it's rough for them. It's rough for them. They might get relegated. That's crazy. It's rough.
The who?
Tottenham
Top Spurs.
Yes, they might get relegated. That's rough.
I think I know one hot Spurs fan. He said it's like being a Browns fan.
Oh man.
All right. Well, that's all our shout outs for today. If you didn't get a shout out, imagine you did get one. Unless you're one of the people I expressly said don't get shout outs, then you did not get one. But y'all have a great day. Have an even better night. Peace.